Metal Wolf Chaos XG.
Thank you.
Perfect, Lawrence. Perfect.
So, I don't know if any of you are familiar with this game. It was kind of popular on YouTube for a hot minute there, but the basic over-under of this is that this was a Xbox exclusive title for a while during the Xbox One era. Yeah, produced by From Software, i.e. the people that made Dark Souls.
Devolver Digital,
This should be
really?
interesting.
No, Devolver Digital republished the game because the idea behind Metal Wolf Chaos, it's badass, it's cool as fuck, but because of like some weird legal shenanigans, it never left Japan. And so prior to 2 years ago, I think it was 2 years ago, if you wanted to own a copy of this game, it cost $400.
Oh God.
Extremely rare, highly limited, and then due to a few social media campaigns and some talks between Devolver and From Software, they got the rights to produce it again. So here we go. We're going into Metal Wolf Chaos. This should take both streams for us to do.
Nice.
Are you guys? I need you guys to be mentally prepared.
Do I have to be
Listen.
physically prepared?
Do 100 push-ups right now.
How many diapers should I prepare?
There are 7 chapters, so probably 21.
I see.
All right, but you should definitely be watching just in case, Adrian.
So we're gonna have a DPC of 3?
Diapers per chapter.
Of course,
All right.
it's a standard metric for good games.
By the end of the first quarter of the 21st century.
By the end of the
Oh,
first
never mind, he
quarter
reads
of the
it.
21st century, freedom was dead.
By
in
the end of the
America,
first course, someone else read the narration.
beginning with a large-scale military coup d'état that erupted in various cities throughout the nation. The rebels
it's pronounced
seized
coup
power in
d'état.
all the central institutions of government. The entire nation appeared to have fallen completely into the hands of the coup d'état forces. However, one final hope in opposing the coup d'état forces remained. This final hope being the U.S. President himself. Michael Wilson, the 47th President of the United
President
States.
himself.
47?
Equipped with a
That's
special
not
mobile
very
armored
far from
ops
now.
That's literally
developed in
next.
secret
No,
by the
yeah.
military.
No, we're on
boldly
45,
waged
so
his
2
own
presidents from
personal
now.
war alone to
Perfect.
take back
We know where the future's headed.
America's freedom.
Personal war alone to take back America's freedom.
Oh, this is gonna be the most American game, isn't it?
You don't even
Get
know.
out my special ops suit, Jody.
It looks like a fancy party is about to start. This kind of party is a first for
Iron
me.
Man bullshit.
what the?
Mr. President?
What the?
This audio, though.
Can you hear it?
Its game is, yeah, no, I'm saying it's... it's quite well mixed.
You know what? I must have misheard you. Did you say
White House.
the first Xbox or Xbox One?
I believe it was Xbox. No, first Xbox, I thought.
Really scary, isn't
Oh,
it?
okay.
Mr. President,
What's before
Eagle
Xbox,
Star in
Lawrence?
the underground base. Now I'll
What's
open the
before
entrance to the
Xbox?
underground
Xbox, the original Xbox was the first one.
Oh, I see, okay.
I don't know. I must have heard Xbox One, and then I saw the graphics like, something's going on here. But
This is the good life.
that's a lot of guns.
What are you talking about?
That's a gun
that's a-
lot.
That's a gun on a gun on a gun. You're not even that big yet.
This
That-
is
I have a
so.
feeling.
So just in case you weren't, I mean, they'll be explaining it, but these are the coup d'état forces. These are the people that are trying to take over the U.S. government at the moment, which is why it's totally okay for me to be doing this.
And the U.S. president himself will take care of it.
Wait, are you the U.S. president inside the mech?
Yeah, this is the president's mech.
Waiting, Mr. President.
What was your fucking name again? Woodrow Dick Small?
Michael Wilson.
Oh. You know he's American because he has 2 first
Using
names.
this oversized
Yeah.
backdoor here.
This, did he literally say oversized back door?
Foot soldiers.
He, it's she, it's Jody.
No match for her.
It's Jody. Come on, everybody knows Jody, the secretary to the president of the United States.
The one secretary.
Yeah, no, actually, yes.
All the others have been slain in the second.
Did you see that helicopter fall apart, Lawrence?
Hell yeah, dude.
So one of the guns on my
that
mech is just straight up a Magnum.
Does your little president hand stick out and shoot it manually?
No, it's the size of my mech.
Oh. I thought there's a little porthole for the president's hand to shoot like an actual Magnum pistol.
All right, get ready.
Oh,
Look at this
my
fucking
God.
design.
It's
I'll
so...
be back.
He'll be
Oh.
back.
That's his dad, by the way.
Who is
Papa,
46, right?
I shall return.
I believe
Papa.
he was 42nd or something.
Yeah, the statue.
I don't think you're allowed to kill Papa.
Did you guys not see that?
No, I have it on mini play while I'm doing other things, so I zoomed in for the resolution's small on my screen.
I must have looked away for like a second.
I shot the statue enough that the ghost of my dead father got upset with me.
Oh no!
Will you do it again?
I don't know.
Don't shoot your father, Mr. Whatever your name is.
Michael Wilson.
and the coup d'etat dudes are just like, what's he?
Dad!
What's he doing?
Forgive me!
Oh my god.
Oh my God!
Oh, and I think it's up there. God, I have to remember how to get up there. Ah, come on. No, this is bad. So up there is the most powerful weapon in the game.
Oh,
But I don't remember how to get up there. There's like a slight puzzle
You
that you
have
have
to
to
jump.
do.
You have to jump off the helicopter.
This one?
There was one on the other side too. But sure.
Oh, it was. I didn't see. Ah, come on. No, I fell off. So I don't know if you guys are familiar, but in every single From Software game, they have they have a weapon by the name of the Moonlight Greatsword.
is that what that is?
I believe
there.
this is where you get the Moonlight Greatsword in this. You have to destroy the statue of your dead father. Fuck.
Papa, forgive me. Try doing the other side. There was one over there as well.
Oh my God, the amount of guns is ridiculous.
Oh my
Oh
god.
my goodness.
What?
That poor bastard.
You fucking spider of guns.
Spider of guns. It's quite accurate. No, look how far
That's
away
my-
that is, Saba. Oh my god.
Spider of guns is my
No,
favorite
I was
hero
just
card.
that you literally you were like rinky-dinky one guy.
Oh, right. I forgot about this, by the way. Ready? Look at this. Look how many there are.
Hey, let's all just
Boom!
stand around and... Oh my God.
Boom!
See, there's the one on the right side.
Yeah, correct. It's also crazy far away from the building I'm trying to get up, Saba. You know, the thing that I said?
Oh, depth perception. What even is depth perception?
I know.
Ever
What could we expect from Saba? Fuck. Come on.
Ever since, I mean, you can't expect much of Saba ever since you gouged out her left eye, Jack.
It's true.
Yeah.
I know. I regret that day since she constantly has to be playing video games for stream. Dude, I want that gun.
hey,
Just give me that gun. Jesus
And the
Christ.
good news, because he got out one of her eyes, she can run eye patch and is thus still captain.
She's captain. All right.
I'm captain.
Let me double check, make sure. Controls.
Did you see
Because there's a
all the little,
hover. There's a hover button. I swear to God.
I know what you're talking about. Some of the little
Shoot left. Shoot
symbols.
change.
Are you
zoom.
happy
really
about
nice.
that?
It's
Is
a very
that
nice touch.
Boost? What's boost?
the one thing I'm good at?
I think
Lawrence
boost might be the hover that
decorating.
I'm thinking of.
Sequencer.
And if we were to do a little subclass,
Boom!
let's say of engineering, Lawrence, I would put like it would fit the theme. So underneath that, I would put a coconut.
Nice.
Oh, come on, I'm so close. I just want this fucking stupid gun. Just give it to me. No, it's so close.
You're telling me it's not a sword?
Uh,
I mean,
It totally
light.
My life
if
is
I
a
remember
bar.
correctly, I think it's a gun called the Moonlight Greatsword.
God.
It's like I
damn.
believe it's like a javelin launcher.
It's
Do you
not
mind?
It's not a mech video game unless the mech has a sword, despite the fact that they have guns.
It can be a mech video game, it just won't be a good mech video game.
Oh, true.
Can I destroy this thing?
Destroy the platform with your father's
I'm
thing.
so upset because I know you can get up here. I just don't know how. I mean, I know how to boost now, which I guess is useful. Oh, come on. Ah, whatever. Gotta keep going.
Dang.
I'll come back
Is that
for you,
literally-
sword.
Is that literally it on the pedestal?
Yes, I can't get to it. Also,
Wow.
I blew up the thing to get up there.
I blew up Malaysia.
God damn it.
Wow, same mind.
Here we go.
We've given up.
Mr. President, the Eagle Star is beyond here. Get
You ready
going
for-
before
you
the
ready
enemy
for Eagle
chases
Star?
after you.
I'm ready to see
Proceed
you
ahead
skiing
while
around.
destroying anything that stands in your way. Switching over your weapons, depending on the situation, is the main key to fighting. Try out the weapons in your backpack as you like.
Oh my god.
I'm trying to show you.
You could just fly over those things. You gotta blow up all those
I'm
things.
actually kind of stuck.
Wait, you're stuck. Oh my goodness.
Never mind, I got it.
There's stuff in those crates. Probably important merchandise.
What do you know, Lawrence?
You're right. You know, I don't know if I was...
I'm the president of the United States. This is me after Frog Fractions.
Mr. President, there's an aircraft hangar beyond this passageway. Now let's
This is what
hurry.
happens when you really did in Frag Faction. You like
The
sold
aircraft
too much
hangar is
porn.
behind the barrier. I'll open the barrier now. Please wait a moment. Whoa,
Look at this
something
top
quite
quality
dangerous awaits.
graphics right
But
here.
with missiles of that caliber, if you aim and fire, you should be able to easily shoot them down.
That... if you fire a gun, you can kill your enemies.
You can also
Wouldn't
shoot.
this be way
Or
cooler if we just had a giant sword?
Shut up.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe something called a Moon Knight Greatsword.
Actually,
Wow, guys.
if someone's willing to maybe take a little bit of risk of spoiling themselves, would someone mind looking that up real quick? Perhaps even Adrian.
I'm busy playing Kingdom Hearts.
Why are you always playing Kingdom Hearts? What are you?
I'm
Grant?
not always playing Kingdom Hearts.
What
I'm
are
only
you,
sometimes playing.
Grant?
I wish I was.
I know, same.
Everyone here
He's so tall and fucking handsome.
He's tall, he's handsome, he's 467 pounds of pure muscle.
He's a gorilla.
He's a gorilla, he's a silverback gorilla. He's the leader of his tribe.
All right.
leader of his tribe.
What's the game
He
called
ride
again? Mecha
light.
Godzilla
Air Force
3000,
One's
whatever?
launch
All right, you ready? No, you gotta watch this.
Well, looky here.
Metal Wolf Chaos.
More guests. Well, I guess they won't be voting for you next term.
Mr. President, the enemy is taking aim at Air Force One. Please be careful.
Goodbye.
Wonderful strategy. We'll just storm the heavily armed president.
Boom. I don't know, Lawrence. You see, you act like it's a bad idea.
Perhaps I am leading to that idea.
I think you're a fool. I think these guys are geniuses.
Clearly.
Oh my goodness. How are you not dead yet?
Me?
Yes,
I'm the
you.
president. I'm the president of the United States.
You know how
Never-
many heavily armed helicopters were just outside the White House ready
Sorry
to
to keep you waiting,
blast
Mr.
your ass,
President.
but chose not to because you were
How's
too
that for a
busy
ticket
killing your
list
father's
check-in?
statue.
How is that for a ticketless check-in? Goodbye. Excuse me, gentlemen. I could probably get in, but what if I did this?
But what?
Why is unlocking the Moonlight Sword 30 minutes long? This video.
All right, ready? Watch the cutscene.
Oh, fantastic.
Mr. President, welcome to Air Force One.
Now I want you to keep in mind, where do you think this is?
Africa.
And... what? Oh. You're... You're kidding. But it's not big enough.
What are you talking? Look, it totally clears it. Shut up.
What do you mean? Oh my god.
Sorry, Abraham Lincoln.
He was an inferior president, doesn't matter.
Yeah, he didn't have a mech.
At least not that we know of.
Invited. There's definitely
Interrupted her.
Oh no.
So this is my vice president.
And he's turned.
How dare you, Richard?
Your landing gear's still down.
Yeah, it's because the back door's still open, dude.
Oh.
Look how terrible my rank is.
If only you had that sword.
Shut up! I obtained a new weapon, the HK-69. Which, by the way, yes, that thing on top of the thing must have been the Moonlight Greatsword then.
You've let us down, Zach.
I'm actually really disappointed, because if I had remembered, I would have looked it up prior to stream.
Can you not go back to that area, or?
I think you have to beat the game first.
Oh, great.
Michael Wilson's flight from the White House cemented Vice President Richard Hawk's hold on the country. With the Pentagon, Congress, and every other core institution in America firmly in his grasp, Hawk was free to thrust his depravity upon the country in the name of revolution.
Thrust the depravity.
The
Thrust
land
it.
of the free was free no more.
Thrust the depravity.
But let me tell you the story of a man who stood against this tide, who believed in his own justice even when it seemed the whole country had turned against him. DNN correspondent Peter McDonald.
Jody, update me as to the status of the nation.
The Pentagon, the United Nations, and all central government institutions have fallen into the hands of the Vice President.
Well, I need to think about that for a second, because even though it is based in New York, the United Nations isn't an American institution.
No, it's in the name. It's several nations.
So it's either so this is either some dumb shit, or
Or genius.
or
shit.
genius.
Mr. President, believe in your own justice. I'm sure your father would have told you the same.
Jody, how's my schedule look for today?
You've got a conference and dinner party at the Japanese embassy regarding wildlife protection.
Oh yeah. Sorry, but I'll have to cancel that. I'm heading out to save America. Can you let them know I won't be able to make it?
Yes, Mr. President.
Cancel the appointment with the Japanese
I have to
emissary.
save
America.
America.
I have to save America.
Good evening.
CNN.
This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your American justice and freedom supporter. First of all, what I would like to tell each and every one of you is this. Recent events were not a mere coup d'etat, but rather a revolution to correct the wrongs in the United States of America. To our regret, our nation is in a crisis situation. Since 2010, domestic terrorism problems have increased rapidly. Economic disputes originating from the exhaustion of fossil fuels and the sudden rise in unemployment due to the influx of large-scale immigration. Neither the current president nor the American government took actions to address these various problems. On the contrary, they have filled their own pockets adhering to terrorist cells. To correct this situation, Richard Hawk, Arizona insurrection hero and vice president of the old government, and the U.S. military rose to the task at hand. Much like our ancestors did, based in a belief of winning freedom, and based in the belief of an independent war, and
Skeleton
based
Lincoln.
in the belief in this great nation. However, to our regret, an evil to disobey this belief exists in the United States of America too.
Those weren't the guns I had.
Is that evil?
Look at that evil.
Yeah, look at that.
This
Our vice
villainous
president has the
terrorist
exact same
who
one,
first appeared
but
in
that
Except
one is
more,
evil.
except more
Begins
spiky
unjust
and
rampage.
not America colored.
Goes
Yeah.
by the alias
Metal Wolf.
So they don't
What
know
is
that
this?
we're the president?
No, they do.
Well, all of America will be under martial law until Metal Wolf is caught. Please do not confuse the issues at hand. Without fail, the U.S. military elite forces, with a combined strength of 1.5 million, promise to smash this unforgivable evil to pieces. This has been an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, your special remedy for all kinds of evil.
So yeah, I don't know. I think this is a good thing.
Yeah, you think?
Yeah. Oh, I guess I could
Hey,
go back
for this
here.
coup d'etat, we're trying to
Currently, a coup d'etat
very
warrant
much kill the
fortunately
presidents,
while eliminating
and
this mission.
we hope you support
Good
us.
luck, and God
The mission is called In the Nick of Time.
Remember that a while ago in the fucking Leonardo da Vinci puzzle game or whatever?
Treehouse or something like that.
I joked with Lawrence about how there needs to be the super secret service that constantly tries to kill the president.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
This is that.
Wait, did I also make a comment about, hey, the president himself is going to fight off and defend?
Yeah, exactly.
We were ahead of our time.
We predicted the future.
Sugas, missile launchers, grenade launchers. God. Oh, I can't get any rail guns yet. Or multi-missile launchers. Or flamethrowers.
But where's that great sword at?
Where that great sword at? Oh shit. Manufacturer, there you go. Alright.
Oh shit, you got a rail gun, but it doesn't sound like you got a boom-like great sword.
Lawrence, please. Now you see, your problem is that you now you see. Ooh, that's bad. I probably shouldn't do that voice. Now you see, your problem is that you don't have enough Moonlight Greatsword in your mech.
What kind of president are you? Last president I knew had 7 Moonlight Greatswords.
Exactly. What kind of backwater piece of shit?
One for each finger.
Alright.
That's why I won't vote for you.
I have no money and almost no rare metal.
You
All right,
almost
we're starting
know
that mission
like
again.
three-
Hey Lawrence, how do I get the thing?
Get out
Oh
of
my god.
It's a 30-minute video. I can't for the life of me watch that.
Do it
No, but you
for
gotta help.
America, Lawrence.
Yeah, do it for America. Boom, 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 boom. Dude, I love this. Boom, 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 boom. A single grenade launcher should take down a, right? Wait, am I hitting it? Can I not hit it? Am I not allowed?
It says to get the Moonlight Creature, you have to rescue hostages.
Oh, wait, hold up, Lawrence. Maybe I kind of spoiled something by accident. Would you mind checking to see what weapon you get from destroying the statue of your father?
Okay, let's see. That might
be
perhaps
good to know.
point the way. Like,
Hey,
it's the reason why I
stop
can't
that.
find it properly.
Oh, there you go.
First,
With 3 shots and he's dead.
after the sword. Actually, why am I taking sword?
Even if they aim at you and fire, they're no match for your special heavy mobile
Can you
armor.
reach the statue hidden weapon?
This is actually just gonna make Saba more disappointed because she gets to see less of this fucking awesome game. You're gonna have to watch the video when it comes out, Saba.
Of this game?
Yeah, I'm definite. I'm recording this right now. There's 1,000% chance that I'm turning this into a video.
Wonderful.
Does your jump on the highest point you can find near the platform. I think the helicopter will do. If not, look for the shipping container to have items. So I guess that's just to get to the roof, but then after that, jump, then air dash towards the statue platform.
Anything else?
That's what it says.
Because I mean, I can use this, right? So I can just I can do this, and then I can go whoosh. So now I'm up here.
I like the sound effects.
What the hell? It put me back down.
Wait, hold on. Holding dash without moving causes a high jump.
Really? Oh, hey, look at that!
Look at that. So that's how you get it.
There you
Wonderful.
go. All right, I'm sorry, Dad. I gotta do this. I gotta do this to you again. Am I hitting him?
Are you dual wielding grenade launchers?
Yeah.
Obviously.
Oh no, you have fallen.
Shit. Maybe I should switch guns. Boop, boop. There you go. Boop, boop, boop.
Oh yes,
boop,
big rocket.
Boop, 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 boop. Sure. Fuck. It's like.
Oh no.
It's kind of like Devil May Cry levels of weapon switching, but you don't actually have to really do that much.
Yeah, I guess so.
Fuck you, Dad. You never loved me.
You know, Wolfie. You told me you'd have your Moonlight Greatsword.
You told me you'd have a Moonlight Greatsword. Now what are all the other guys at the country club gonna think about me?
Yeah.
When I was a babe, you told me you had 17 Moonlight Greatswords, one for each tooth.
Wait, that's not. These numbers are ridiculous.
Hurry up and head for the under.
Indeed.
Have you forgotten your American soul, Lawrence? All right. Dad, I'm sorry. Forgive me.
Dad.
Dad.
Father.
Father.
Okay, we're gonna
can't
see
wait
what
to
this.
see the
We're
great
gonna see
sword.
what this fucking weapon is. I'm gonna be so hyped when it's fucking nothing.
It's gonna be a BB gun.
Yeah, it's gonna be the Nerf gun, the most American thing.
Nerf gun.
It was the M29. I have no idea what that is.
Thoroughly disappointed.
Shut up, Saba. You don't even
Not
know.
until we know what
If
an
I don't know what the
M29
gun
is.
is, you don't know what the gun is.
I mean, sure, yeah.
It could be fucking cool. We don't know.
It's not a sword, though.
That is true. It is not a sword. I can't disagree with you there. I just threw over. I love just stepping on these people. All right. Overheating.
President,
Too
the Eagle
much.
Star is beyond
So when
here.
you're overheating,
Let's go before
you
the
see the
enemy
green
changes
bar.
after
That's my
you.
health.
You hurt yourself?
Proceed ahead, weapons
I guess that's
Overheating.
Switching over your weapons, depending on the situation,
Oh, who
is the main
cares?
key to fighting. Try out the weapons
But,
in your
and so you
backpack
see
as
the
you
green
load.
lights above that.
Yes.
Those green lights are. Can I not boost? There you go. Those green lights are like health bars essentially, and so as long as you don't lose the health bar, the health will
The
regenerate.
aircraft hangar is behind the barrier.
Ah, okay.
You know what? What is the options? Controls. What is the super? There's like a super laser that you can do. Oh, dude, I can taunt. Sick.
Dude, that's
Ah,
the vice
L3
president.
R3 blaze attack.
Please wait a moment.
What did he say?
How do you like me now?
He straight up just shoots all of his guns. So whatever 8 guns you have equipped, he just shoots all of them.
Missiles of that caliber?
Oh, wonderful.
Oh, you know what would be perfect for this?
You mean like great sword?
Shut up!
Oh.
Y'all think you're so funny. We're all just regular comedians here, huh? Oh my god.
Oh my god. We missed those fools.
The barrier has been opened.
We gotta keep our eyes out for stuff like this. Defense augment.
Keep your eyes out, Lawrence.
Defense
We're
augment.
looking
What
for
about
that
offense
great
augment?
sword.
Looking for that great sword.
Why are you doing this to me?
We gotta find those hostages.
Yeah, Zach, I
apparently.
mean, but also, Zach, if you just tell us about this great sword and then don't show it to us, you like led us to have expectations
It
about
is
fulfilling
not
them.
false advertising, I can tell you that. I was just
You have
mistaken.
given us an
It's in the
M29.
game.
You don't even know what it
Saba.
is.
Lawrence confirmed that, so.
I know, but you didn't show it to me immediately, so I'm thoroughly disappointed.
Who are you?
I-
You're not even
I?
supposed to be here today. Go home.
I am inside my house.
I am inside your mind!
No! Not again. God damn it. I think I went
turn.
backwards by accident. Lawrence, Adrian, what are you, don't give me sass. You're playing fucking Kingdom
I'm not
Hearts.
sassing at you, I'm sassing at myself because I'm struggling at words.
Only babies struggle at Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah,
Says
real
you.
men,
You
real
haven't
men
even
struggle
played
to find the
Kingdom
Moonlight Great Sword.
Exactly. Wait a minute. Shut up. You big dumb stupid head.
Big dumb stupid baby
Shut up!
head.
You're so mean to me. I'm never mean to anybody.
Especially not Saba.
Yeah.
Especially not.
I have
Oh,
never
boy.
bullied Saba when she didn't deserve it.
Oh, so I deserve to be bullied?
I didn't say that. You said that.
Grant, this is the part of the video where you show that montage you've been working on.
I want, because Grant, actually that is true. Grant now has free time to do video editing again. I wonder if he's gonna surprise me, but because as far as I know, he's not working on anything. But that would be really funny if his next video is a to-date compilation of all the times I've bullied Saba or anybody else on stream.
It'll be very.
Hey, you
I'll just
four
play-
people, how do you like me now? Can you imagine charging blindly into that? Oh my god, there's still more. Will you stop? There you go. Hey, my bullet disappeared.
Yeah, hey, oh, my bullet. Just
He's
fire
not,
like
a,
10,000 more.
he's not a hick. I don't know why we keep doing that accent.
All presidents are hicks. Aha.
Hey,
Welcome to
Apa.
FS1.
Alright. I got the same score essentially. Alright. We're done. Let's check out what that new gun is real quick, and then we're going to San Francisco.
The coup d'etat
Perfect.
army that occupies San Francisco
Perfect.
still
San
runs
Francisco.
Run rampant. Despite.
180,000 citizens of their freedom. Target areas that the enemy force uses as the base of their military activities are built around the town. Target areas where enemy forces are concentrated are dangerous, but you can weaken
So is the
their
Vice
morale
President
by
also fighting for
destroying
his
enemy
version of
armies.
freedom?
Yeah,
Destroy
well,
all
no.
target areas.
He's just evil.
And
Oh,
make the
unfortunate.
liberation of
He's fighting for
Why did we
communism.
choose him as vice
Excuse
president?
me, but
Because
according to
So
according to his
we shouldn't
propaganda,
be
you're
talking over
evil.
Jody, by the way.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jody.
They have fully voice acted debriefings between before each mission, so we should listen to them. But yeah, so to answer Saba's question of why did they even have him as our vice president, then there was an insurrection that occurred in Arizona, like the Texas-Arizona area, and Richard Hawk was like a hero of that, so we used him to get votes essentially.
Oh, wow.
Here's the call name.
Metropolitan Recapture Operation from Cisco Sided Road.
Nice.
Rocker.
Good luck and
Rock.
Godspeed, Mr. President.
Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President. All right,
Good luck
so we got
and
it.
Godspeed, Mr. President.
I always do, Jody. I mean, we got that. That's like a heated handgun, I think.
You're a heated handgun.
Do I not
As
have
opposed
anything
to a
else?
cool handgun.
I guess I don't have anything else. Was that really? I guess that was the gun that I got from my dad. My dad. Yeah, it was the M29, right?
Yeah.
All right, handguns, shotguns, assault rifles. Wait, no,
Assault
I want to
rifles,
develop one of
defense
those.
Rifles.
Bazookas.
Bazooka.
Zabuka Joe. All right, so we need to manufacture, and we're manufacturing a shotgun. We're manufacturing that.
I feel like I remember arguing with my friend the legitimacies of bazookas. He's like, bazookas don't actually exist, and I'm like, no, you're wrong.
I mean, they do, but not like the way that they show in movies and stuff.
Is there a difference between a bazooka and just a rocket launcher? I just figured they were the same thing, just different names.
I'm about to say,
depending
in
on the field.
my understanding is that a bazooka is essentially just a glorified t-shirt cannon. It's just like pressure that shoots it.
So what
Now,
you're saying is a
see-
t-shirt
see-
cannon can be a bazooka.
The difference is that bazooka makes really shitty bottom tier bubblegum.
True, we have a whole thing to prove that.
Yes, scientifically proven.
Yeah,
Using the most scientific methods of science.
called talking.
Specifically called the scientific method.
Called
Well, it
guessing.
is called the scientific method. Very good.
The scientific method of the scientific method.
You can't spell scientific method without thick meth.
Fucking talking about. Jesus Christ. What's happening?
sense.
Am I alive?
No,
Check your
you're,
pulse.
you're Mecha Wolf XD Chaos.
All right, there we go. Now we
You're
should
currently
be all
trying to
set.
save America.
Oh, hang
No,
on, check
save
your pulse.
freedom.
Check
Look
your
in your
pulse.
pulse. I put a camera in there. You're prank. It's a prank show, bro. You're on. Dead.
God, it's my favorite show. I'm so excited. All right, now we're gonna go destroy San Francisco. Finally.
Oh no! Wait a second.
Every American. What the fuck? This is. Oh, I guess. I
This
guess
is
Chinatown.
like Chinatown.
Yeah. Good animation for skydiving.
Oh wait, he's flying right now.
No, he's
thought he was-
skydiving.
They,
I thought he was
so
like-
she
I thought
dropped
he was
him
still
out
in
of
the
Air
plane.
Force
No,
One
he's-
because they
he-
didn't
he
have a
just
land base
posed.
anymore. So like this entire time Air Force One has been flying, and I'm airdropping out of Air Force One.
Oh my.
Is this really what the Japanese think San Francisco looks like?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, maybe one street. Or
So the way that this was described to me was,
One very big
you know how America depicts Japan as always like honorable samurai like nonsense or whatever.
Or like
this
Tokyo
is
Drift style.
right. This
Tokyo
is
Drift,
or
yeah.
Tokyo Drift style. This is apparently at least what From Software thinks America is like.
Fair enough.
Fair.
I mean, they're not entirely wrong.
Same way with us.
Whoa!
Oh my goodness. In order to save freedom, I gotta destroy the economy.
I'm not destroying any economy. It's
Robert
already
Kennedy.
destroyed. The boomers made sure of that.
Oh no.
I love the dudes screaming in pain. They go, "Ah!"
Wait, if this guy's number 47, does that mean he's part of the TikTok generation?
Does it really take that long?
I knew
Because you have to be,
be
you
like-
have to be
the end of
40. You
freedom.
have to be 40. So, and we're already at 45. So minus 8
said-
years, that'd be
No, you-
32.
Yeah.
I knew Lawrence. that one
32
day
is not
TikTok would take
TikTok
away everyone's
generation.
freedom.
That'd be like President
Yeah, I
50.
don't think it would be that soon. I knew it was one day, but not this soon.
Mr. President.
Oh yeah, here are
are
hostages.
There's hostages.
And you'll notice that they put things all over it saying, "Do not use explosives."
America would
Wait a second, you're dual
never.
wielding explosives
Need
right
that
now.
sword.
America would never.
Oh, I
have
killed them!
Oh my god!
internment camps.
Zach, we needed that for the sword.
Zach, what did you think was gonna happen?
Oh, I
You're
remembered.
gonna-
I
you're gonna
remembered being
body
able.
slam the
I
prisoners.
remembered being able to do that, and they were fine before.
How are you so confident in faulty memory? I truly do not understand.
Well, what are you talking about? Faulty memory? Like, I don't know that the memory is faulty until it's faulty. Like, it's just memory. That's how it works.
Truly, you're
It's
built
just the
different.
natural impulses in my brain showing me images and thoughts.
Memories, yes.
There's a bunch of visual stimuli in my head.
Memories, Snake, memories.
Bye. And look, more bonus funds. now I'm just being a dick because I know there's nothing
Yeah, there
here.
you go.
But there could be.
So how do we save the
But what if-
hostages?
I think you have to use a gun. Like,
Grenade launchers are done.
like I'll use my dad's handgun.
My whatchamacallit, biceps are guns.
Mr. President, POWs are being transferred.
Well, I mean, he did that, but he killed everyone.
Light firearms and rescue the people inside.
Oh, it says
Kill everyone.
it says destroy them with light firearms.
Was that blood? Did that building just...
That's blood.
Am I hearing ow, ow?
I think it's them shouting help.
Some scientists
There you go,
were among
look.
the POWs you rescued. They were used to
Don't
develop new
kill...
weapons for
Okay,
the
good.
military.
They used their cloaking
Way
technology to
go, Mr.
disappearify.
President. Now the POW can be safely liberated.
All right, now we're back to business.
A total of 6 people needed to be saved in order for the entire organization to function.
Cars.
Yeah.
Can't let them get away with using the
Exactly.
Listen, they were
No,
a very
they're
smart
using the
6
cable
people.
cars.
They were very smart 6 people. They were the only ones who knew how to operate the coffee machine in the lounge.
True.
A time
That's the
Without
only
that, how are we
reason
gonna get our
people
freedom?
stay awake.
destruct device has been
Did that car just spawn on top of you?
No.
Okay.
A musician was among the POWs you rescued. He was forced to play the Chinese air hoop. The POWs have been safely freed.
He was forced to play the, and then I just cut her off.
Well, I guess we'll
Yeah,
never
look at
know.
all this ammo, dude. Oh wait, that's a new gun, I think. Yeah, the MP7. I know that gun actually.
It was your grandfather's gun.
I got the heavy EW ammo.
Your
All
grandfather
your family
used the
members
MP7.
have some gun.
That your grandfather used the MP7 to store music data on.
Icons on your radar are designated targets in each area.
Most advanced
Destroying
storage
these targets
file
will be
format of the
areas
future.
oblivion.
Also the most
Reinforcements
dangerous.
come from the
Also most
adjacent area.
dangerous. If you save an MP7 to computer, there's a 70% chance your computer fucking explodes.
Yeah.
And it's cumulative, every MP7 file you store.
Wait, Lawrence, what was the second step of obtaining the great sword?
He never did say, it's true.
It literally
Yeah.
says save the hostages, and then
So I wonder if it's just save enough and then you'll have enough researchers
Yeah.
to...
The target with a
because I would assume hostages are all over not just the level, but
this facility, when
in the game.
communications are made, launch numbers
Besides blowing up a computer, the MP7 was actually an extremely inefficient storage format. It had the same capacity as like an average floppy disk. It was not very good at storing data. It was very, very artifacted and
it
shit.
was very
It was awful.
inefficient. It was
Very inefficient.
Very dangerous.
If you save anything on it, it would become artifacted, basically unusable. It would basically just turn data into bombs.
Yeah.
Dude, that's actually pretty sick. As president, I believe that is worth it.
As president, I hereby decree my first rule over land is that all the presidential and governmental documents will be stored MP7.
In MP7 format.
And then the guy, leans over like, Mr. President, you can't do that. We'll just explode everything. It's like, as president, these are risks I am willing to take.
We do things not because they are easy, but because they are hard.
We do
No,
things
no,
not
Lawrence,
because they are
Lawrence, hold
easy,
up.
but because they
We
explode.
only do hard
We
things.
We don't do these things because they are easy. We do them because they're fucking cool.
Oh yeah.
We don't do things because easy. We do things as I say so, as President Overlord.
President Overlord. Boom, boom. Dude, I love just blowing shit up. It's so satisfying just being in this vehicle. It's so
Guys,
cool.
I'm trying to save you. I'm the hero.
Dude! Yes! What's so hard to understand about that?
I need to destroy the infrastructure of San Francisco.
I'm not destroying anything that wasn't already fucked. I feel like the three of you don't believe me.
As the secretaries to the president, we think.
No, I only have Jody. She's my entire cabinet.
No,
We're
the
her
secretaries of
secretary.
You're her secretary.
We're the board of directors.
No.
We're the board of directors. We're the board of directors of the secretary of the president.
Yes.
Jody, when did you hire all these fucking hoo-has?
Excuse you.
What?
You. As your investors, we happen to have a lot of control over the guns use.
Very much not true. I have picked up so much money.
Patrol the vicinity.
You say
From-
that yet we are holding the.
Who do you think keeps
Oh, hi.
planting all the?
Ah.
Who do you think
Oh, are
keeps
you
planting
guys
all
ready?
the money everywhere?
Whoa!
It's a normal tank.
It's not a normal tank, actually. Actually, never mind. These ones are normal tanks. Sorry.
I was about to say M1 Abrams is as normal as you can get for America.
I may have spoiled something, but it's fine.
Oh,
So yeah, look, I
Are you gonna
just
fight a
had
fucking Advanced Wars mega tank?
no.
that's what I'm thinking.
That'd be ridiculous.
No, they're just Autobots. Okay.
High-powered weapons like bazookas are effective against the tough tank armor. Please don't hold back on using the weapons in your backpack.
Oh my God.
Great.
Look,
You succeeded in saving the
I'm
POW.
saving you. Let me just fire these guns. Really
it is
close to you.
really scary because
Yeah.
I'm so worried about fucking killing the hostages.
You know what? I bet those hostages are even more scared.
Why would they be? I'm the president. You can trust me. Oh, hey, I almost just killed you.
You can always trust.
I'm the president of the United States. The president always has your best interests at mind. There
then he
has
ignores
never
them.
been an example of a president who didn't have the citizens' best interest at heart.
Listen, just because he has them in mind doesn't mean he acts for them. He just knows that they're there.
He just knows that they
Actively-
exist.
He knows they exist and actively ignores them in favor of what's cooler.
He knows he knows when they are sleeping. He knows when they're
He
awake.
knows when you're awake.
He knows
knows
when
when
you're
you're bad at
badass
it.
and cool.
So
be
be
badass and cool,
investable
for goodness sake.
for goodness sake, yeah.
I really like the narrative of me as president, like me as a Pokemon professor. What do you study, Professor Fuller? Oh, I study cool ass Pokemon.
Yeah.
What is your primary policy, President Fuller? We're gonna do the coolest, most rad shit possible. Where's my fucking mecha?
Yeah. Where's my mecha and where's Jody?
Where's Jody exactly?
Like, oh, we have this other very good secretary. Who can
See,
help
there's
me
all
out.
these.
No,
See,
no,
there's
no,
all
Jody.
there's all these fucking weeaboos online and shit that are talking about like their waifus and husbandos. Truly, the one thing every man wants is a Jody by their side.
I thought the way that was gonna. I thought you were saying, see, there's all these fucking weeaboos in the cabin stopping me from doing my cool shit because they want to do.
Hi, welcome. Come to me.
I like the idea
Boom.
that
Boom.
this president got upset because his cabin was made entirely of weeaboos.
Oh yeah. How do you like me now? Excuse me, Saba. How do you like me now?
God. Oh my God.
No, I
You
just
know
killed
what?
hostages. I think.
Did
I
you?
just got an
Great.
achievement said hostage down.
So you know what?
You know what? I am thoroughly disappointed, Zach.
What?
that
I don't see you. I don't see you fucking trying to save San
I don't-
Francisco.
I don't see you blasting everything within a 1 mile radius.
What?
I think that's a
There
good
was
thing.
2 towers, and I. Shit.
I'm sorry, are there enemies on those buildings? You just keep on firing.
Look, yeah, they're right there. They're on these. They're on these fire escapes.
You know who else destroyed?
Oh, I ran out of
towers,
bullets in my machine gun.
Me.
I probably should have saved that.
You.
Me. I did it. I was behind it.
Oh, what a twist.
The enemy forces have usurped a building, making it a target.
The building was opened 2 years ago on April 25th. It's
Oh my
named the
God.
Halcon Denkai China Building. Each season it's decorated with gorgeous lights.
You should listen to what she
Gorgeous
says.
weapons.
Tops them all. Over 800,000 people came to see it last December. For
Came to
such
see
a
it,
long
doesn't it?
time,
Continuously destroy
been
it.
wondering
That's a lot of
how
targets.
lovely that gorgeous building would look
If we were to destroy it.
I feel bad
Oh
for
my
the
God.
other bunch. Hey, let's smash the hell out of it.
The suspiciously tall targets are enemy headquarter installations. The morale of the troops is rising due to the HQ installations. Destroy
Oh my God,
the
Cody's
HQ
insane as
facilities
well.
first, and eradicate
And eradicate their will to fight! She sounds so on board with your shenanigans.
What do you mean? I'm saving America. I really should have saved the how do you like me now for this? It would have destroyed all of these targets in 2 seconds.
Perhaps.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Do
You're
you
wrong.
think there is a small chance, an imperceptibly tiny iota
Oh, here you go.
possibility? Is there a tiny chance that perhaps
What the fuck?
Adrian,
perhaps
hold it for a
What?
second.
Looks like you're gonna receive
You
a
fucking
lovely
gas me, you fucking windbag.
Is this is this the vice president?
No. This is Bertha.
Bertha?
It said hostage lost again. Oh, sorry, Dorsey.
Zach, stop killing the hostages.
I'm not killing the hostages. I think I didn't get them before this boss fight started. I think that was the problem.
just so complicated? It's Bertha.
Shut up, Adrian. There's a difference between being mistaken and just like misremembering. It's fine.
What's the difference?
The difference is making a mistake. You don't need to bring it up every 2 fucking seconds.
Anyway, do you think that there's a small chance this might be satire?
No. This is historically accurate.
Right. To the 2077 Wars of the Presidents.
The name of the stream right now is 2024 Presidential Campaign Simulator.
Wait, really?
Yeah. I'm glad to see you're all watching.
Nothing to get excited about.
I was watching and saw that.
Alright. I don't know, man. Where could the... I don't know if there's any more hostages. I know that guy's definitely not a hostage.
You suddenly killed quite a number of them.
It's really weird to think about, by the way, because we very much don't take hostages. If they're on the enemy side, we kill them. They are dead.
Indeed. The president right now is showing us that.
Alright.
Poor people living in those buildings.
They're fine. Look, the buildings are totally fine. See?
Proceeds
They're
to shoot them
They're American
viciously.
made.
My second decree is that all buildings will be replaced by bulletproof concrete with windows and walls painted on them.
Very fair. not entirely disaccurate, actually.
Well, President, where will the people live? Not my problem. If they don't like this country, they can go to Europe.
They could go to Europe.
Well,
Oh
they don't
god, a
have
sequel to this
freedom.
game where you play as the Prime Minister.
Oh, yeah.
What the fuck would you do? Colonize places?
Not anymore.
No, but this
And I
time
guess
it's
enforce imperialism.
No, that's America. Good response, actually. I love when you land on something. Like if you land on something that doesn't immediately blow up, you get knocked back, which means you're in the air, which means you can just hit them again.
Oh, yeah.
Like if I wanted to, I could just mash triangle and destroy most things.
just fucking Mario Goomba stomping.
That's kind of what we're doing.
Goomba stomp.
Oh, God, now that you mention that, I'm gonna have to edit that. Every time in the video that I destroy something by Goomba stomping on it, I'm gonna have to do the sound effect. Oh, look how much health I lost actually.
Oh my goodness.
Which one's your health?
It's the light
so much-
bulbs.
There's so many fucking HUD elements on screen.
Yeah, it's a mecha game.
I don't play these games normally.
They're so good.
Can you grab the tank by the cannon and throw it around like Super Mario or Bowser?
No, but I would love to. So long, gay tank!
So long, tank!
Can you ride the
What does he
tank while
actually
riding
say there,
the-
by the way?
What?
Can
Mario.
you ride a tank while riding in the back?
It's so long,
what
a
you just said?
Bowser, but it sounds like so long, gay Bowser.
Oh,
it's
so
like
long,
that one.
Bowser! Oh, I get it, okay.
It's
yeah,
like
that really
so long,
doesn't make...
Bowser?
That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, it's so long, and then like A-E-H, like Canadian A Bowser.
Yeah, no,
It
no,
does.
no. I'm saying I get it. I'm also saying that no one talks like that, not even Italians.
Fair enough. I will also say that reminds me of, and also just the absurdity of this game reminds me of,
Absurdity.
do you know the Hulk GameCube game?
Yeah, the one where you fucking punch cards and turn them into fucking boxing gloves.
Yeah.
It's fucking sick.
Have you heard the
Hulk,
like quote?
by the way, Hulk Ultimate Destruction, for those of you who want to look up a video real quick.
Have you guys seen the clip from when you die in that game to like the military?
I have not.
I don't remember either.
When you die in the game to the military, it shows Hulk like on the floor laid out, and then like this big military mech walking up, and he aims the gun at Hulk in the game over screen. It's like, "Come in my butt, boys! I'm done here."
Excuse you?
What it's supposed to say is "Come and mop up, boys."
Oh.
But he really sounds like, "Come in my butt, boys! Well, I'm done here."
Jesus Christ. Alright. Oh, hey, what's going on here?
It's really good. "Come in my butt, boys! I'm done here."
I'm definitely missing some more targets, but I don't know where they are.
"Come in my butt, boys! I'm done here."
You is that a link?
Yeah, it's a link.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Come up. You listen to it too, Lawrence?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be "come and mop up," but
Come on,
He-
up, boy.
he does not enunciate any of the plosives. He fully does not give a shit about the letter P.
he clearly does a little bit, considering he wants him to come in his butt.
"Come in my butt, boys! I'm done here."
Was anyone listening to Jody just now? Because I think he told me to do something, and I don't know what it is.
Condition,
Destroy all
destroy all
target and the
targets.
Dorsey tank. Oh, there's one target left, way back there.
Wait,
God.
where are you in the? Is that yellow thing you?
No, the yellow thing is my target. I'm in the top left.
I didn't see you there.
Yeah, you can kind of, there's no on-screen indicator. You can see my mini-map, though, that it looks similar.
Oh,
So I have to
okay.
go all the way back because I missed a target.
Great.
Oops.
Fantastic.
But yeah, while I'm walking fast here, how do you guys
Making our way
feel about
downtown.
being? How do you guys feel about being president of the United States?
About being the president of the United States?
Yeah, we're all collectively the president, which allows me to not
So
have
guys, what
responsibility.
would you like to add to the White House? If it would have to be like your one.
I would like to add a big water slide out front for when it gets hot.
I would like to add more guns.
I would like a jumpy palace.
A bouncy castle.
No,
No,
Jumpy
Jumpy
Pallet.
Pallet.
What the fuck is it? Bounce? What the fuck is a jumpy
It's
pallet?
bigger,
It's bigger.
clearly.
I love it. What would I add? I would add a jumpy pallet.
I would add a big water slide from the roof to the lawn.
All right, there we go.
The
What about you,
roof
Zub?
of
What
the
would you add to the White House?
Let's see. You guys are
We
saying
did
maybe
it.
like do a giant carousel. That'd be fun.
No, Zach, you know what I would add to the White House?
Oh no, what?
Oh no.
Emergency self-destruct button.
Oh god.
Where are you, Dr. Doofenshmirtz?
Just in case, you never know, okay?
Saving the citizens has increased your economy rating in San Francisco to 44. Saving scientists has increased your technology rating in San
$44.
Francisco to 7. Yeah. Oh, okay. A sharp rebuke of cannon fire echoed across San Francisco as President Wilson commenced his counteroffensive against the vice president's regime. The liberation of the city struck a chord in the hearts of a small band of patriots whose alabaster souls still believe in the freedom that Richard Hawk had stripped away. A movement had been born, and it wanted Hawk to get the hell out of Dodge. The wings of justice were spreading, like an eagle, getting ready to soar. CNN correspondent Peter McDonald.
Mr. President, the Information Management Department received an email that might interest you.
An email?
Actually, it's a sound file.
Play it for me.
Yes, boss.
Are seeking volunteers to oppose the coup d'etat forces. Awaiting response from fellow sympathizers.
The sound quality is terrible.
It's like early Obotoken streams.
Yeah.
Early.
Shut up.
Listen, I have one job here, and it's to make my sound quality awful on stream.
True.
Could you try and contact the person who sent the email?
Sure, of course, boss.
Maybe America's faith in freedom hasn't faded just yet. And Jody, I'm taking back our country, going from west to east.
Go west. I mean, east, young man. Huh? Mr. President, we got a message from the Information Management Department. The coup d'etat forces are making an announcement on national television.
Connect me.
I'm here to make an announcement. The President of America's a bitch-ass
Dear fellow
motherfucker.
Americans, good evening. This is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion Department, where the password is overflowing love and daily benevolence. Today, we bring you a most unfortunate bulletin. Last evening, the city of San Francisco suffered extensive damage at the hand of Metal Wolf, who suddenly appeared. In addition to slaughtering unresisting citizens, this heinous terrorist took citizens hostage and made an unjust demand for the release of violent criminals and the sum of $500 million. This vicious act could easily be the worst in U.S. history.
500 million? That's chump change.
Please wait for a while. I should make that my fucking
Metal Wolf's
overlay
pilot
scene.
is meaner than Satan himself. And we will not permit him to get away with acts like this. We Americans will never yield to such evil. We Americans will obtain our own justice. Although martial law continues, my fellow Americans, please bear with our situation.
We have to fight back against a
defend
single
this
man
lovable nation.
in a mech
Let's
suit.
lead the brave
It's always
fight
good
together.
when your daily broadcast
This
says
is
the
an
word
announcement
evil.
from the
That's
Government
always a
Policy
good
Promotion
word to say in your
Department,
broadcast
where our
news.
motto,
Yeah.
justice over theory, is
That's
yours.
definitely not
Where
a
our
sign that things have
motto,
gone
justice
horribly wrong.
over theory, is our motto.
We've been made public enemy number one. How about seeking exile or asking for help from other nations?
No. I'm the president. I can't be the one to start a war in this country. I'll be the one to wage the war.
Mr. President.
Hey, Jody, update me on the situation in the West.
All right. So now we have 4 missions to choose from.
Excellent.
Beverly
Wait, are you gonna
Hills, Alcatraz, Phoenix, Arizona, or the Grand Canyon.
Wait, how come there's nothing in Nevada?
We're getting there.
Okay.
Essentially, the idea is that the ones that are lit up are the ones that we have control over, kinda.
Okay.
You're telling me we
really
have
have
to go
control.
across the whole country?
Maybe.
This is why this is gonna
Is there
take
DLC to
83
go across
years.
Canada and South America?
Beverly Hills. This is due to information that leaked out regarding some millionaires who are amassing capital to fund a resistance. While the number of soldiers
well did this
equipped
game
with heavy
sell?
firearms is great,
In
if you
Japan,
pay
pretty
higher
okay.
attention to their attacks, they're
In
no
America?
threat to your mobile
It never
armor.
made it to America.
The verticals in this battlefield
they're missing
are
out.
violent. Consider the advantages and
Well, I mean, it's out
disadvantages of
now.
the geographical features
Oh.
as you destroy all the
We're
target
playing
areas in the
it.
town.
No, we're not.
I mean, has anyone besides you bought it?
This mission goes by the
I mean, a lot of YouTubers
No,
and
only
stuff.
me.
Bring fashion
Bring
back to the
fashion
streets.
Back to the streets. Good luck and Godspeed,
That's the
Mr.
code
President.
name for the mission.
I was laughing at something else that is mildly relevant.
Oh, this was equally funny.
Alright. More handguns, more shotguns. Oh. Sniper cannons. Alright, I'm gonna develop a railgun. I'm gonna develop a multi-missile launcher.
Nice.
Adrian, what are you posting? Please don't do anything scary. We never learned proper firearm safety. It's
And then
really-
all the notes.
That's really funny, actually.
Finally, a realistic portrayal of cops in anime.
Yeah.
Hmm. Boom. We got so many machine guns.
Zack and Saba.
Oh my god, it's serious. Oh my god.
Alright, that's pretty funny.
Oh.
Hey, at least
This
you're
is all
Princess
good
Peach,
cannon
Saba.
fodder for Grant to use as examples of how I'm bullied.
Shut up.
In video game, in Mario Land, Zach would hit me with a hammer.
Oh, absolutely. If you keep talking, I'll hit you mentally right now.
Yo!
You don't have the you don't have the weaponry to hit Saba mentally. How could you injure Saba by saying things?
Why do you keep yelling at me for doing shit? All right. Equip. We got some new weapons. We got some new cool shit.
No, we don't.
Adrian,
Just gonna neg you the entire.
will you stop?
As usual. No.
All right, so we got that. Now we need, where is it? Not sniper, railgun. So we got shotguns, we got a railgun, we got an MML8,
LG.
and then grenade launchers. So the only thing we can use to save hostages are these.
Excellent.
Perfect. I thought we should be able to. I thought we could upgrade ourselves with the offensive and defensive. Maybe not.
Lawrence, are you familiar with the League of Legends universe?
I am not.
Are you
Okay.
familiar with the Laughing Out Loud universe?
I was gonna post a meme, but I realized that I don't think.
Oh, I know a
Lawrence would
little
get
bit,
it.
and I know a big bit. Let me. I want
Well,
to see it.
the thing is I also don't get this meme because it's a League of Legends meme.
I'm really excited for you to post it, and then I'm the only one that gets it.
Here.
Enemy explosive devices are planted all over the city of Beverly Hills.
Wait, what the? I can't read
Oh
what
my
I can't read what
God.
Lux said.
Liberate the town.
It says this push pop bang and the other one's like it's a fucking glue stick.
Yeah. Well, that's pretty much Jinx.
This is DNN's Peter McDonald
Ah,
reporting.
it's DNN's
What
Peter
you're
McDonald.
looking at is the heinous terrorist Metawolf as seen from the air. just what will become of Beverly Hills and its stately mansions where the streets smell of money. Stay tuned.
Where the
as this
streets
camera
smell
and I
of
bring you
money.
all the news you want to know.
A news heli?
Forget it. I'm going on ahead. It's a bit annoying, but not enough to call for aspirin.
It's a bit annoying, but not enough to call for aspirin.
What do you think of Twix Italian, Zach?
It's my heritage.
Radar jamming station. Some scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They were used to develop new weapons for the military.
Boom! You ready? Look at this.
Radar jamming
Oh shit.
station. If you destroy it, the bombs will surely show up on radar.
Perfect.
Railgun. Boom.
Railgun.
I'm gonna supercharge this shit. And boom. Alright, let's go to the next one.
Yeah. The guns are getting more and more crazy.
What are you talking about?
Wow, I'm talking about is that big ass gun you're holding right now.
Nah. I only have 16 shots with it though.
Oh no.
Yeah, so I probably switched to these ones.
The National Guard troops have been defeated. Metal Wolf is
Dude, look at that guy's face. It doesn't move.
That's a bomb.
Mr. President, that's a bomb!
Oh, that's the hostage.
Come on!
The bomb.
If approached carelessly, it will enemy explosive.
I think I misunderstood what I had to do with the bombs.
Now listen, I wasn't watching the stream, but can I take a wild guess at what happened?
Sure.
Did you blow up the bomb yourself?
No.
Lawrence, can you corroborate?
I'm glad that Lawrence is laughing like a fucking hyena.
All I heard was a bomb, and then like seconds later, Zach's like, "Ah, shit."
How was I supposed to know that the bomb would explode when I destroyed it?
You destroyed it with other explosives.
What else was I supposed to destroy it with? I only have explosives.
Oh Lord! The National Guard troops have been defeated.
So funny.
Metal Wolf has annihilated the troops and plans to capture Beverly Hills. His endgame must be money. This could be the world's biggest heist.
Finally, the bombs are showing up on radar, but not well enough for all the bombs in town to show up.
I can hear these guys. So sorry, gentlemen.
Poor
Mr.
dudes.
President, that's a bomb. If approached carelessly, it will detonate. Destroy it from a safe distance.
Destroy it while standing on top of it, Zach. I dare you.
Destroy it while standing on top of it. Alright, I'm gonna railgun the shit out of this. There you go, look at that. Easy as pie. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Boom!
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, may I have the attention of the crowd?
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, I am your president. Bow before me.
Ladies and gentlemen, we stand before you today to honor the wedded union of my dad and the ground.
With my dad and Abraham Lincoln.
With my dad at his grave 6 feet under. May
Oh
he
yes,
rest
the helicopters are
forevermore.
firing missiles.
That's not
Missiles
realistic.
that
Helicopters
explode
don't have
upon
weapons.
impact on the ground, you know?
I have no bullets left. I use them all.
What?
Shooting.
I thought you ate them in
Lean
cereal
on
with milk.
what?
I thought you ate them for breakfast with like cereal.
No, that was yesterday. Just ate the fucking missile. That'd be pretty good, actually.
Like a knife and fork.
Oh, come on.
How else are you gonna feed your mech?
Yeah, look at this. So you get extra money and then also extra rare metal. which is my favorite secondary resource.
Yes.
It's just straight called rare metal. Oh, that's a bomb. Should be careful of not stepping right next to that.
Probably a good idea. What kind of goon would think to step directly on a bomb and then detonate it with explosives?
I didn't do that. I wish I had my Gatling guns. I don't have them yet. I need more time.
You need more time.
More time. We could use another presidential hypothetical while I am trying to clear out Beverly Hills.
What if you were the president, but instead of the White House, you were in the Blight House?
The Blight House. What is in the Blight House?
Prions disease.
Anything else?
That's it. It's a big empty building that outside looks... The outside looks exactly like the White House.
No!
The inside is completely empty but filled with prions disease.
You just kill the hostages?
I'm willing to retry. I'm willing to start from square one again. Actually, I should probably quit and get actual guns going, but whatever.
What would you do?
If I was in the Blight House, I would just die. Or the Blight House, rather.
Then you'd be a pathetic president. Any true red-blooded American president would be immune to prions disease.
You mean green-blooded? Because I'm fucking poison?
And you'd be red-blooded because you'd be immune to prions disease.
Are you immune to prions disease?
Perhaps.
Alright, let me send you to the Blight House real quick. Although I really like the Blight House, it just makes you, it just gives you problems.
Yeah.
You know, like the regular, you know, like the regular White House.
I was about to say.
I am also fond of the Kite House.
Hey, look at that.
The one,
you can see that?
One where you just fly kites.
Oh my
And a
God.
news helicopter.
Yeah, you ready?
But not well
Okay.
enough for all the bombs in town to show up.
Goodbye, Mr. McDonald.
What now? Metal Wolf is taking aim at me.
Come on.
This is quite exciting.
That's a sturdy helicopter.
It really is.
He's not flinching.
Oh, come on. It's gotta be soon.
It's gotta happen.
No, there's a thing that happens.
Uh-huh.
I said stop it! Metal Wolf, no matter what you do, you gain nothing.
You gain nothing.
Please stop,
Metal Wolf.
please. I'll
Please.
sue if you shoot.
I'll sue if you shoot. I'm the president, bitch. I'm in this fucking huge ass fuck you mech. What are you gonna do?
So what exactly is supposed to happen?
Shut up. Acting like I'm not gonna yeah!
My fellow viewers, please rest at ease, for I, Peter McDonald, have somehow managed to escape. I'll return to the action.
He
in
doesn't
another
even know how he escaped. He said somehow.
Yeah.
Wow.
The greatest correspondent.
Also, why was he in the copter if he was the VP?
No, what? No, that's
that?
McDonald. That's the news reporter.
Oh, I thought that was
Ronald
the
McDonald.
VP.
No.
The VP is something Hawk. Richard Hawk.
Rich, thank you. See? Lawrence pays attention.
Wait, so his name is Dick Hawk?
Yes.
I'm glad you picked up on that.
Or Hawks.
And if you say his name real fast.
Well, what's my first name?
Oh, this looks promising. The pride
Michael.
of the U.S. military.
Oh, you're
Michael Wilson. You know, the president.
Zach, a president.
Why is it pronounced president, not president?
English.
English is a very good answer.
Ooh, will you die?
Do you say ooh?
Ooh,
Ooh, you die.
ooh, notices your death?
Ooh, notices your weak spot to explosives?
It's pretty good, actually.
Ooh, notices your vulnerability to high caliber rounds?
Boom, you like my quick shot?
Pretty good.
Have you guys seen the series of videos where it's like Seth Rogen capturing you and torturing you in his basement ASMR?
What?
ASMR.
I'm not familiar with this.
You thought you could leave my basement? Pretty funny, huh?
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Kinda
that sounds like
creepy.
him. That sounds like the last time he kidnapped me, yeah.
I'll do it again.
I'll do it again, Mac.
Oh, hi! No! Wait, I think yeah, so that was a bomb that was on the back of a truck, so it caught me off guard and I took a lot of damage.
Oh no. Oh, I'm gonna trick you.
I'm gonna trick you. Frick. Alright, going back. Wait, look at my guy's smooth moves. Give it a minute.
If you destroy the enemy radar, just destroy all the bombs and liberate the town.
Look at Smooth Magoom over here.
Mr. President, the fuselage damage rate is above 50%.
Mr. President, I sense that you are preoccupied and your heart's not in it today.
Jody!
You're not destroying as much as you were.
It's also the first time I've done this mission. Just because I'm familiar with this game doesn't mean that I know it.
Just because I'm familiar with something doesn't mean I'm familiar with it.
I said know it.
That's still...
That's familiar and know are different things. Hey, listen, asshole. Oh, that's
It's okay.
hostages. I should not shoot that. I should shoot these.
It's okay, he knows American, not English.
Shut up. And those aren't the same thing.
Exactly, I was defending you.
Among the POWs
We're in
you
agreement
rescued,
then.
I wonder if the vice president wants to go as far as to control the music in America.
Control the music in
Music.
America.
Dare they?
I think I got it. Yeah. Boom. Heavy arms ammo. Boom. Oh hi.
Weapons, Charlie.
Oh, hi, Mark.
Oh hi, Mark.
Why did that tank bleed?
Because it took damage. I mean, you're the one asking silly questions, so.
This is true. In the future, the tanks run on blood.
Yeah.
Yes. Your blood.
Just like the American economy.
Yeah.
It only runs on President's blood.
Nah, that's not what
No,
I
other
said.
people's blood.
No, that's the mechs.
It's
Oh,
true. What is this, fucking Dead Man Wonderland?
What was the fucking... Wasn't there a character I made on stream a long time ago that, like, Oh, right, Leonardo da Vinci, every puzzle he makes runs on his blood.
I do vaguely remember this, and it was also weird back then.
It's good.
How long ago was that, by the way? Alright, here we go. Oh my god, die! Thank you, Jesus. Oh god, that was the bomb.
If we had, like, a big audience enough to warrant, like, the kind of, like, typical complainers, what do you think our typical complaints would be?
Zach clears his throat too much. Adrian goes on weird tangents. Saba doesn't go on weird tangents. What else?
Lawrence is too quiet.
I was just about to say Lawrence is too quiet. Grant doesn't show up enough.
Grant, that would just indicate that people like Grant and they just want more of him.
Yeah.
It is true.
Correct.
Yeah, I was like,
But that's
that
still a
wrong with it?
complaint, though. That's what you asked.
Sure, fair enough. What about on our content as a whole?
People would probably want us to do more.
More Ace Attorney.
Yes, they would want
Oh,
us
God,
to.
Ace
Where's Ace Attorney 4?
Yeah, you
I'm
promised us.
Where is the whole...
I'm like, but we're playing
Where's
Pokemon
all
Mystery
the side
Dungeon. It's like, no,
games?
you're not. You're playing this stupid president bullshit. And I'm like, well, Saba's not gonna be here tomorrow, so we can't play Pokemon without her. And they'd be like, well, why is she leaving?
You know, it's...
I'm trying to
it's
think.
true.
What else?
Why do I
This is
have
actually a good
light?
question because I'm trying to think. There'll probably be a lot of complaints about Zach going on way too many like long-winded rants. Just because I'm like trying to fill dead air.
Complaints about Zach's numbers.
I mean, I don't think people complain about.
I don't think people would
YouTubers.
complain about it. I think people who were Adrian stans would complain about my memory. Everybody else would understand that that's just general human
Gosh,
position.
now you're talking as if we have individual stands as well.
I mean, in theory, we would be. In theory, if I didn't fire you all, this would be a composite like streamer thing. So yeah, we would.
Yeah. How
There'd be
interesting.
people who liked
It's
Grant,
that
people who liked Lawrence, and then that's it.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It's
Oh hey!
no, I should
Whoa!
ask you.
I keep pressing the wrong button.
The Lawrence.
This is why
by the way.
hostages die. Yes, Baba.
So it turns out Zach does have Cuphead.
Yes,
We
I
were
understand.
talking when I sent you that picture.
I know. So I'm like, are you excited to do two-player Cuphead with me, Lawrence?
Yeah, I'm ready to go nuts.
Yeah. That should be
I'm ready to go nuts.
Go
I-
nuts!
hope to not fail you.
Oh, you will. We've seen
Oh.
what kind of platforming you can do in a puzzle game, let alone an action game.
Hey, there's no
Call me
rotating
Almond
in
Dog.
this action game, so I'll be fine.
There was barely any rotating in Fez either.
No, there was 3 too many rotations.
Listen, in Fez, you had to wear a hat.
You had to wear a hat. Very true.
Cuphead. You are the cup.
In Cuphead, you have to wear a cup.
Wait, in our duo, Lawrence, who's Cuphead and who's Mugman?
That's a good question. You're basically asking who's player 1, who's player 2.
I feel like
I would say the
feel like a
Cuphead and Mugman give off different energies from like Mario and Luigi.
We were about to say Mario and Sonic.
I was, and then I corrected myself.
Right, but you still fucked up, so ha 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 ha. No. Just joking.
Okay, so what are the energies, huh?
Well, there's usually like fire energy, water energy, earth energy.
Yeah, I
The
guess.
air energy, and then different settings will have the different variant energies like
Mugman
big
is the
or
more
weaker.
responsible one, right? So is
Hot
that
dog
you
energy.
then?
microwave energy.
Energy, spenergy.
I think I got it though. I feel like you can be Cuphead or I could be Mugman because of story reasons.
Didn't they add a
I'm not
third
into
player
gambling.
option thing there?
There's in the
they?
vision or whatever.
I thought they added like a female
They
character.
had Chalice Woman or whatever, right?
Yeah, what's her- yeah.
The legendary chalice.
I thought she was playable now or something.
I thought
I thought
so
it was just
too.
I thought it was
In the
just
new
DLC that was like more levels, but maybe I'm wrong.
Don't worry about
I don't know.
yammering commentary.
But,
I was
but
like, I'm
hear
not
me
familiar
out.
with the Cuphead community.
But hear me out, Lawrence, for the assigning of the roles. Cuphead was the one to initiate the gambling in Devil's Casino, and so
But none of us are gamblers.
It's true. None of us have done anything as
None of
ridiculous
us
as
have
gambling.
talked about
Also,
We
spending
only
$100.
work in confirms.
Exactly.
also, I will say I looked it up, and yes, Miss Chalice is a playable character if you get the DLC for her.
There you go. Cool.
Okay.
I won't, but that's cool.
We
Yeah.
only need 2 people.
All right. So there's oh my God, there's so many bombs left.
Just be careful.
I got it. What's the worst that could happen?
Killing a hostage.
Instantly hostage group.
Well, I mean, in multiple ways, if the bomb goes off before I can get the hostage was already dead. We just didn't know yet.
Plus, if the
Rodrigo's
hostage
hostage.
dies, everybody.
Also, I think was it Richard Hawk that put the hostages near the bombs?
Yes.
Yet the news reporters being like, yeah, the bad guy.
Hey,
It's a risk that he's willing to take.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Lawrence, we have no evidence of a political figure clearly doing something evil and then the news ignoring it. That has never happened before.
Especially not in American
I could
history.
tell you about a whole country.
Especially
that
not literally like every 2 days last year.
And every day this year.
So far.
So far.
That'd be insane.
Yeah, I know. It would be tremendously stressful.
It would be
low
a really
levels of PTSD style stressful, but you know,
It'd be a
whatever.
really dumb move if their strategy was to commit so many heinous acts on a daily basis that it becomes numbing. That'd
I mean,
be
you
stupid.
say dumb strategy, but I think it could still work, you know? Like, it could be effective.
I don't know about that. It feels like that'd be... I mean, people have to get outraged and be fed up with it, right? They would just grow numb to it.
I know I brought this up before, but I have to constantly remind, like, people in my family and, like, friends of the family and stuff that, like, the Muslim ban happened, like, within 2 months of Trump becoming president. Because people still go like, oh, yeah, that was a thing. And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Because there's like 60,000 things all on top of that.
Like literally, like I don't remember exactly what it was, but there was a thing where it was like literally the next day some stupid shit happened. Ow, God! I hate these truck bombs, dude. You know what kind of energy that this game has? Because obviously I'm just having like a great time just playing the game, which by the way it feels really good to play. It sort of feels like Metal Slug. Just the level of like just sheer destruction that happens.
I see.
Yeah.
Sheer blowing everything up.
Of sheer heart attack, yeah.
Still blowing everything up.
Of shears cutting the hedges.
I ran out of explosives. I should only take one cool weird weapon per mission, I'm learning.
Is there not a quicker melee button than jump smashing?
No.
Oh.
There's shoot and dash. You could also do this, which also deals damage, but it's not really quicker. The ground slam does more damage. Hey, you.
Stay right there while I spend a lot of bullets to shoot you.
Yeah, don't move. Just let the bullets hit through you.
Just let the bullets flow through you.
Envision yourself.
Oh my god, you just killed that.
Envision yourself becoming one
oh my god,
with the
you
bullets.
just killed that dude?
Yeah.
Why did
Jesus
you-
Christ, Zach.
I can't
Listen,
believe it.
Listen, you may have killed like 60,000 people, but that one man, I knew that man.
If I had the ability to melee grapple a dude, I would grab one by the neck and then just hold him for the entire mission, just so that way he knew what he was up against.
What if it? Would you still do it if it occupied one of your shooting hands?
Yes.
Wow.
You just need one shooting hand.
What if you could use him as a melee weapon?
Oh, is he alive or does he die?
I mean,
Or is he die?
maybe he has health points, but you can still hold him even after he dies.
The I was talking about it briefly while I was still playing a lot of what do you calls it? Fuck, Risk of Rain 2. I think I told this to Lawrence, but I had an idea to change loader, which was the one that had like the grapple hook that was like kind of weird because it didn't really feel like a loader. And the basic premise of the new version that I came up with was exactly what you just described. Basically, it was based on Hulk Ultimate Destruction, where you could pick up to 2 enemies, one in each hand, and then you would just use them as melee weapons to fucking whip around and beat up other enemies. And I thought it'd be really cool. was my idea.
Yeah, it was
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
I'll be back. I gotta do something real quick.
Oh, thank God that guy's gone. that'd be really funny if he wasn't gone yet and he could call me out.
I was gonna say.
It would be real funny, wouldn't it?
No! Oh, fuck.
Oh, that was good.
Can I can get these without injuring the bomb. There
Just
you go.
throw the truck out of the way with the people in
Oh, come on! All right. Oh, it's okay. They're alive.
it. Are you kidding
I
me?
saved them before it detonated, so they're alive.
Are you kidding me?
Shut up, Lawrence. I did it. All right.
They had
so,
more of a survival chance being inside the building than outside.
No, I saved them, so they were okay.
Oh, thank God that
what?
guy's here now.
Hello, Grant. Welcome.
Metal Wolf Chaos XD! That's really bad on my throat.
It's good though. You did
Metal
it.
Wolf
Hell
Chaos XD.
Like I had the good crunch in my voice for Metal Wolf, and I lost it for Chaos XD.
Metal Wolf has
All
control
right.
of the entire town.
Oh, this game is
Any
great.
further reporting is too dangerous. Our news team is seeking refuge. But our coverage of these events
Oh,
will
right, because
continue.
in this playthrough I didn't
Because,
kill him.
Yes,
Ah.
the pen is still mightier than the sword.
The pen is
This
still
has been
mightier
Peter
than the
McDonald
sword.
for DNN.
You're right.
We-
If only we actually had a real sword though.
Yeah.
What is? Do you know what
Yeah,
DN
Moonlight
stands
Weak
for?
Sword.
It's something news network, but I don't know what D stands for.
These nuts.
Oh, wait. So D's Nuts Network?
Yeah.
Hi, my name is Patrick McDonald in the D's Nuts Network.
Not talking directly into your mic.
I don't
No.
think I can
Oh,
even do
dude,
that.
my KO points is
Hello.
S.
Secta.
Wait, is that your voice when you're like speaking directly into the mic?
Is it?
I don't know.
Is there something different about it?
It needs more like crunch.
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 I could turn my sensitivity all the way up.
Can I read?
No.
In liberating Beverly Hills, the president gained the financial support of some of America's wealthiest citizens, because they're the only ones that really matter, who poured money into his campaign. Anti-Hawk sentiment had a new hero, and that hero's name was Michael Wilson. Later, Hollywood would bring his thrilling story to life in the blockbuster action biopic Metal Wolf, which topped box office charts for 42 weeks and won multiple Oscars. Naturally, the film's theme song and #1 single was penned by the international superstar Manny Gold, one of Beverly Hills' own, DNN correspondent Peter McDonald.
Wait a second. Is it 48 weeks
What, are you picking
between
up
your
on
missions?
something?
Yesterday's email.
The information
I think I'm picking up on the
management department
ridiculousness.
succeeded in contacting the source of the email.
No, this is based on a true story.
Yeah.
I am the one who formed the resistance.
Yeah, we were talking about
to a
that.
stop
This is
George
the
R.
47th president,
recklessness.
and
Right now, I'm
in a
waiting
few
for
years,
United
we'll have this
Uprising.
man.
Yeah.
Seek volunteers.
Michael Wilson.
Metal Wolf, we eagerly await your rampage.
Michael
We
White
eagerly
Man.
await your rampage.
Great. They haven't sold out hope yet.
We need sold out hope. We have 2 complete victories in a
I
row.
haven't been this
Yeah.
happy since
Mr. President, I haven't been this happy since.
that supermarket going out of business sale.
Oh my God.
Favorite candy, and I found the last box all covered in dust at the back of the rack.
Thank you, lady.
And the expiration date was still good.
Thank
I
you.
know the feeling, Jody. Brief me on the next battlefield.
Sure, Mr. President.
I know that exact feeling, Jody. I shoved this one box of candy into the back so it covered in dust, and so the person would be
Alright.
poisoned when they ate it.
We're going to Alcatraz, everybody.
On the
Oh,
prison
good
island
try.
of
Oh,
Alcatraz,
thankfully.
only 3 kilometers
So, a
offshore
place
of
with
San
no
Francisco,
civilians
the
around.
enemy forces
Oh,
setting
yeah.
up a huge
Definitely
You mean
no
no
civilians.
survivors?
cannon to combat terrorism.
So,
All right,
the
I'm back.
The enemy force is setting up a
Adrian.
huge electromagnetic cannon.
People on the West Coast. The
Oh,
shelling is
boy.
directed at keeping the
Not
dissidents in
again.
check.
Not again.
So the idea, so just for Lawrence's sake, they weaponized Alcatraz Island and they've been constantly shooting it at the coast of San Francisco in order to try and keep the rebellion at bay.
By destroying the energy tanks around the Alcatraz
And you were
cannon,
yelling
you
at
can
me
stop
for
its
shooting at
operation.
buildings.
Listen, both of y'all are dicks.
What are you talking about? Mine doesn't even hurt the building.
Please be careful not to fall in the ocean.
Just hurts the people inside.
Oh wait, here's the mission call name.
Smash the island prison. Good luck and Godspeed.
Zip.
Alright, so we gotta destroy the Alcatraz cannon, but before then, we gotta develop some shit. So we gotta invest in shotguns.
Invest in Dogecoin.
God damn it.
Dogecoin.
Use the bathroom real quick.
Alright. I've invested a lot of money into shotguns. I also want.
It's just you and me now, Zach.
Is it? Where's everybody else? I can't see.
Everyone else is muted. I don't know.
Alright, well, hello, Grant. Thank you
Hello,
for
Grant.
thank you for joining us.
Oh, okay.
No, shut
I'm
up.
muted because I'm eating ice cream.
Everybody,
Oh,
shut
never
up!
mind. I'm not here.
I don't get enough
apparently.
alone
So
time with
sorry.
Grant.
Hello, Zach.
Hello, Grant.
Hello, Zach.
Adrian! I'm really
Okay,
glad
now
because
no-
I can,
now no
I
one
can be
makes
as
sense.
loud as I want tonight and no one can yell at me. I'm so
Nice.
excited. Alright, so we gotta build some sick-ass grenade launchers. I want to build firepower. Oh, it's literally just a better version of that gun. Can I
Hell
build
yeah.
Can I build 2 of these? I totally can. Hell yeah.
Let's go.
Alright, missile launchers, bazookas, assault rifles. What was the other one? It was shotguns, right, that I developed?
Shotguns,
Oh, I only have
yeah.
46 rare metal, so I definitely can't afford anything else.
You spent it all on grenade.
I spent it
And
all on grenade launchers, my bad. Alright, so we definitely can't have 2 joke guns. We can only afford 1. And this one wasn't really that good. So let's
Flamethrower.
Shut up. Shut up, everything's fine. Alright, we're gonna do 2 machine guns. Assault
God,
rifles,
this
I
game
mean.
is so good.
I love this game. I'm glad that we're finally playing it on stream.
What are you playing it on?
PC.
Oh, okay. Because I see the PlayStation controls at the top, and I'm like,
Yeah, I
What?
am using a controller.
oh, okay.
Alright, there we go. That should be everything. We got 2 shitty whatevers. We got 2 rail guns for single target removal. We got machine guns for civilians.
And then
And then grenade launchers for everything else.
for civilians.
Because you can't use explosives on the
Why?
the crates. Did you just
Why?
ask why? Because the civilians are too weak and they'll die.
No, you've seen they're strong as long as they're outside the building. They're
True,
in.
that's true. I saved them with literally moments to spare before a bomb detonated and they were
Enemy
unaffected.
forces occupy Alcatraz
They be
Island.
like that.
Alright, we're going
What
in.
is that daunting thing?
The Alcatraz
Don't.
cannon.
How original. Richard,
Yeah,
you'd never make it on Madison Avenue.
Stop and surrender, Meadow Wolf.
Got him.
Surrender?
If you fail to comply, the Alcatraz cannon will zap you back west coast.
Will
Let's do it now.
Wait, this is the same
You're
joke that
already
Jello
on board.
did, but I will zap you back West Coast.
Let's go.
Boom, boom.
Oh,
President, the Alcatraz cannon just started to recharge.
I'm on the move. I'll smash it faster
I
than
love the
a
audio
Florida
getting all
recon.
fucked. Let's
I
go!
love this game.
This game's so good.
Until then,
Lawrence has discovered his new favorite game.
in the center of the
Apparently.
island.
Oh,
Oh, it's this
Slow ass
fuck.
recharge
This is
too.
DNN's Peter McDonald reporting.
it's Peter
That's
McDonald.
The heinous terrorist Metal Wolf, as seen from the air. He's trying to take over the Alcatraz cannon and destroy the West Coast.
But we've taken him out of the
DNN is coming to
gameplay
you
for this
live
cutscene.
exclusively as these events unfold.
Forget him and keep your mind on the mission, Mr. President.
Or
Mr. President,
fire
Or do
at
both.
the
Alcatraz also
yeah.
seems to supply energy to the Alcatraz
Grant, I
cannon.
wanted to ask, because I
Use
feel
it
like you might have
destroy
seen
in order
it,
to
but
decrease the
have you
energy
seen the
recharge
series of
supply.
videos where it's like Seth Rogen kidnaps you ASMR?
Yeah.
I thought you might. Hey, have you seen my lighter anywhere? Yes, you have.
Weed.
Excuse you? Oh, there we go. Oh, hey! Civilians.
I love those videos so much.
They're so good. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What? They're alive. I saved them.
They're alive.
Also, I
Turn
can't
back,
believe,
they're gone.
Like, Metal Wolf, I'm gonna shoot you all the way back to the west coast. Let me just stay right there while I recharge.
just wait.
Just wait.
I don't remember.
wait,
How
maybe
am I
like
supposed to
10
get through
minutes.
this? Do I shoot this?
Can you just charge through it?
Just jump.
No, I tried. Wait.
Can you
Oh,
jump?
yeah.
Oh, there you go. I just had to deal
Oh,
enough damage.
there we go.
There was no feedback whatsoever that it was taking damage, but that's okay. Oh, there's a
There was
bomb!
cool
No,
app
they're gonna die!
explosion.
No, destroy the building.
They're fine.
I'm willing to retry.
We're going back in time.
You're willing to retry.
I'm willing to retry. I just skipped the.
A gun battery
Back
that big
in
should take 5
time.
minutes to recharge.
Because
Until then,
we found out
head
that,
for the Alcatraz
or at least I
canyon in
did,
the center of the island.
that in order to get the Moonlight
Protect him
Great
and
Sword,
keep your mind on the
you
mission,
gotta
Mr.
save all the
President.
hostages.
You don't have to
That being
save all
said-
the
So is that-
hostages, do you?
Is that what we're doing?
Well, so because I made the mistake. It was my understanding that the Moonlight Greatsword was hidden in the statue of your father outside the White House. So I blew it up, but we only got the dinky little what'd you? Oh, I think one. Oh, it was just a musician. Okay, we're fine. It was my understanding that you would get it from there, but we actually just got my father's handgun instead. So Saba had been shitting on me for like an hour solid about like, oh yeah, dude, that's a really good fucking Moonlight Greatsword. Wouldn't that be way cooler if we had a sword right now? And I'm like, come on, man, leave me alone. Saba's always bullying me. Did you know that?
I like how you're pinning it on Saba, even though I was also in on that.
Yeah, I know, but
It was just Saba.
yeah, just Saba.
I can't believe Saba would do that. Saba, what do you say in your defense?
She can't say anything because she's muted.
She's gone.
She is gone.
She ran away from the country. She fled the country to
Oh, she.
You can't
the
escape.
country.
She's in chat.
Oh, is she?
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, I'm dead. What the
Mr.
hell was shooting
President.
me?
Dad.
You stepped
No,
on
you
3
stepped on a
landmines in a
landmine.
row. Like, I was
What's
watching
going
you,
on?
I'm eating my hot dog. I'm watching like Zach steps on first, like, oh, okay. Second's like Zach, and the third one, then he dies. I'm like Zach.
I didn't know there were
There were
I didn't know that there were
landmines.
any landmines.
You stepped on 3 consecutively in a row.
Well, that's because they were all close together.
Maybe this one will be different.
Listen, I didn't even know that there were landmines.
Maybe if I step on it hard enough, it'll disarm itself.
You don't know
If I
that
just
it
Disarm
push it
it button
really
button.
hard.
Listen, bitch, you didn't know that it wouldn't.
A musician was among the POWs who rescued. He was forced to perform to entertain the troops.
Oh, there they go.
Through the wall.
I think you have to do the slam.
Come on,
There you go.
slam.
I guess I was too close.
Come on and slam.
And welcome
I
to
was just-
Japan.
I was just thinking, I can't believe Zach can't see these fucking land. They're so big.
What
They're like the
landmines?
size of
There's
here.
no
They're up
landmines
here.
here.
They're right there.
You just walked past one of them.
I did?
Yeah, turn around
Oh
back.
my god! I thought that was like a rock or something.
That was the first one you hit.
God.
Oh, you're just
Great.
gonna ignore it.
There you go, look at that, see? I'm the video game boy.
He's the video game.
Crossing the road. Uh-oh.
Why does this thing have a fucking cowcatcher on it?
Pound it with overwhelming firepower.
Isn't it a
Pound it with
bulldozer?
overwhelming firepower. Yes, ma'am.
Pound.
They use the plow when it snows on Alcatraz.
On Alcatraz.
It's on Alcatraz, yeah.
You know what? I should do boom and then boom. Yeah, there you go. Now I have like continuous fire instead of burst fire. Mr. President, be careful of what Mr. President! I was wondering why I got so many messages from Jody so quickly. I was like, what the hell?
Mr. President, please stop stepping on my. Oh, okay, he's dead.
I didn't know. I can't believe I didn't see them. Listen, I was hired for my charisma and my very progressive health policies, not
I could-
for my
Metal Wolf
perception.
is the most expensive mine detector I've ever seen.
Dude,
I
see
could
this
see
is
Zach
just-
missing one of them, being like, "Oh shit, that was out of mine." You missed all 3 of them.
They blend in with the environment.
Oh my god, that was really funny.
Ah, Metal Wolf.
What?
Why
The
am I
only one was
just
shooting
talking
at me. Was there some sort of mole enemy?
about-
More than- They come from below.
Dude, let me through. I'm at 40%. You know what? Fuck you.
Smash.
What do you
Metal
want me
Wolf
to do?
smash.
What do you want me to do, Grant?
Metal Wolf smash. Like jump up, I'm saying.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, why? That was different than the last time. Let's go. Oh shit. Well, I gotta take care of these first real quick. Boom. I feel like these aren't really doing that much damage.
Probably not.
If you target the things, do they do more damage? The little gas thing?
These, maybe.
Alcatraz cannon has been recharged 50%. Don't forget, when the going gets tough,
Don't forget.
get going, Mr. President.
Her voice acting is flawless. Grant, shut up.
I know.
It's
I was
so
trying
good.
to mimic some of its majesty.
Exactly. Like, I should use this as reference for the next time I ask Saba to do voice acting for me. Mr.
Saba.
President! We're here today to have a good time. Oh my
you
god.
really want that to-
It's like a John Mulaney impression.
I was gonna say, do you really want that to be the new Pearl's voice?
Oh my god, why isn't this fucking dying, dude? Thank you, Jesus.
There we go.
Mystic
What happened to the
Maya!
hostages?
It's me,
Mystic
Pearl.
Mine.
Oh wait, do I have to destroy this? It's a thing to destroy, so I guess so. I'm at 60-something% though, so that doesn't seem good
Aw.
for me. I gotta keep going.
You gotta smash it faster than a Florida recount, like he said.
Yeah, which is not nefarious in context. Oh, I'm using the wrong gun! Ah!
Alright, you're blowing them up! You
You
lost the
killed them.
hostages!
It's okay, we're never gonna get them with my greatsword anyway.
You're never gonna get them to...
Dude, what the fuck? Do these things not deal any damage? Weren't they dealing like a
Maybe.
shit? Weren't they dealing like a shit ton of damage earlier in this mission?
No bullet. Whoa, those work way better.
What?
The assault rifles.
Oh my goodness.
Sorry. I'm so sorry, gentlemen.
Areas have been destroyed. All that's left to do
Alright, we're at
is
80%. That's not great.
Alcatraz cannon, Mr. President.
Easy. Let's go.
But how?
The army has been
Was
completely
cool.
vaporized. Go back to that door that you stopped, that you passed by earlier.
Yeah,
Is
this
it
one
open now,
on the
or do I
right.
have to destroy it?
Probably if you jump
Maybe
over
I
it.
have to destroy it.
Or destroy it.
I mean,
It's
Metal
also-
Wolf, I mean, it's Metal Wolf Chaos, so I probably have to destroy it.
I like how the door bleeds.
You keep saying that. That you like
It
how
keeps being true!
you like how X,
True.
Y, or Z bleeds. I think I might fail again because I don't know how to get through
This
this
is
fucking.
America.
I don't know how to get through this
It
fucking door.
bleeds. Red,
Use
white,
the
and
ladder.
blue, but mostly red.
This is annoying.
How do you like me now? The fortress has been demolished. So the U.S. military has had something up its sleeve.
Those who interfere will be eliminated.
He has fingernails.
It's Mr. Alcatraz.
You have 5% to take care of.
In the surrounding area are a key part to the Alcatraz cannon.
That guy looks like
Please
Hunk from Resident
destroy
Evil.
everything before the energy recharges.
He's cool like that.
I got this. Don't worry, you guys.
Oh my god.
I
Oh
have
wow.
to destroy
Hey, that's actually
all
not
of
too
these
bad.
before it hits 100.
Goodbye.
Easy. Easy. He blew you back to the West Coast, Mr. President.
Blew me
And now you
back
gotta
West
fly
Coast.
back.
A gun battery that big.
All right. Well,
Five minutes
I
to
don't. I have
recharge. Until
0%
then,
idea
head
why
for
the
Alcatraz
new
Canyon
machine
in the
guns that I
center
was
of the
using were
island.
not super great. So I'm just gonna switch over to these assault
And
rifles
keep your
instead.
mind on the mission, Mr. President.
Keep my mind on the mission. What did I do? I'm getting scolded
Mind on the
for shit I
mission.
don't even understand. Look at that. It's already almost dead.
That's what I'm saying. The assault rifles are better.
I guess so. It's just I assumed that the grenade launcher would be nice for, you know, targets.
Use it on.
What did you just say?
That'll get them out real quick.
Oh, that triggers the bomb going up that. Oh, I totally just shot that woman in the chest. Thank God she's super tough. She's
love you, Mr. President.
Ah! It gets
Thank you for saving us with those guns.
Gun. Watch out for the. There you go.
Watch out.
Landmine.
Watch out! Boom! 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 I feel like this one probably needs.
Massive is blocking the road. Uh-oh, the armor looks tough as nails. Pound it with overwhelming
The
firepower.
armor looks tough as nails.
Tough as nails.
I don't remember because it's been a while since I watched the.
Mr. President, you can't
I was-
DLC.
I was just thinking, like, man, there's no railing. I wonder if he can fall off.
Alright, well, I'm glad we're doing boys' night. This is fun.
Boys' night. Where's Saba?
I don't know.
There's no railing in that particular
Eating
spot.
something.
Gee, I hope there's an invisible wall there.
Mr. President,
Mr. President! That's me.
Mr. President.
Mr. President! Mr. President!
A musician was among the POWs you
Shut up!
A musician was among us. God.
You don't need me for this
This is
type
the
of
second
game,
time.
Zach's got it. I mean, I'm not gonna say, because obviously I would want Saba to be here, but Saba seems to get a little exasperated when it comes to, like, ridiculous games, so I kinda... This was my plan for her not being here. I wanted to give Saba
Where
a
is
break
she?
from too much ridiculously.
She's still in the call, but where is she?
Well, she's like eating or something.
Oh.
He has like some family stuff.
Oh, I swear to God, I thought you were gonna fall off again there.
No, I can't fall off twice. You realize how embarrassed I would be if I
that.
fell off the same place twice? God, that'd be
Super
ridiculous.
embarrassed.
Oh, no, step. Boom! Boom! Do I even need to fight this guy technically?
You need to fight more of them technically.
Maybe your insistence on destroying every single enemy you come across is why you don't make it.
Maybe your attitude is why you're not the president.
Zach's Florida recount is very slow.
It's methodical and fair. Yes, Grant?
But it's
You have a statement?
But
Are you-
slow.
Are you fucking shooting paintballs out of that gun? Why is everything so spaghetti red?
Yeah. They ate a lot of spaghetti.
Well, I'm the president, so I insisted that all bullets be full of marinara sauce.
Well, how is that American? It's
And
Italian, if
insisted
anything.
that all metal
I'm not saying it's
be
American, I'm
flesh.
saying I did it. Me.
therefore
Oh.
it is American.
Yeah, I see the logic now, yes.
Rick Derringer, I'm a real American.
I am proud to be an American. Thank you.
Scientists were among the POWs you rescued. They
Boom!
were probably used to make the Alcatraz cannon.
Boom! Probably used to make the Alcatraz cannon! Come on. Just let it die.
It's so close. Yeah.
That was a video game, remember that one? Let It Die?
It was okay.
Among Us?
It had a concept and it stuck with it, and I kind of respect it for that, but also I hear it kind of shitty.
It got old. It was good for a free game. It was produced by Swery, who is a developer that I have tremendous respect for.
I see.
Come on, there you go. You know what, Lawrence? Would you mind looking up the very first From Software game that I ever played? I would be more than happy to tell you its name. 3D Dot Game Heroes. Game, like straight up 3D
Okay, I found
Dot Game Heroes.
I found it. Looks cute.
It's incredibly weird to think that was before they made Dark Souls. And so it's just really weird to think that the same company that became like uber famous for Dark Souls also produced that piece of shit. Because the game was basically just a Zelda ripoff.
Your cruelty won't go
Oh, sure, it
unpunished.
looks like it. Zelda ripoff with a hint of Minecraft / Roblox.
Everyone starts somewhere.
Yeah, and it's interesting to see that it started there. Alright, here we go.
Okay.
Gonna be a flash.
Quickly.
I can't go quickly.
Oh.
Shit.
Quickly to the
Florida,
President
3
Mobile.
counts.
Oh, have you
There
guys
you go.
seen the new Harry Partridge cartoon that just came out today?
Not yet. That was really good.
It's another exciting installment of the adventures of Dr. Beast! It's really, really good.
I didn't destroy any of them? Are you shitting me? Alright, well we're doing this now.
Dr. Beast!
You see Dr. Feet?
Dr. Bees. Have you not seen that cartoon? It's really good.
Who's Dr. Feet?
It's Dr. Bees.
That's a
But who's Dr. Feet?
pediatrician.
You see he's a podiatrist.
Yeah.
I thought that was the doctor that takes care of the babies.
No, that's a pediatrician.
Oh.
No, I thought that was the stuff you fed babies.
Food.
It's Pediasure is the name of the...
Oh,
Alright.
I thought that was the company that has a really bad rap for like overzealously taking care of animals, quote unquote.
PETA. Oh.
Or is that
Shifting
the
to self-destruct mode. Adrian designed this.
Oh yeah, Grant, we were earlier talking about if we were the president, what we'd install in the White House, and Zach was like, more guns. Lawrence said, was it a jumpy palace?
Yeah, not a bouncy castle, a jumpy palace.
My first option was a big water slide, but then I changed my mind and changed it to an emergency self-destruct button.
Wait, would it self-destruct the White House or the entire America? Oh, okay.
That's better actually.
I like a self-destruct button for America. Isn't that kind of not just launching a nuke, right? Because of mutually destroyed.
We have to
Dude, this
reset.
thing's shaking.
He's nervous.
He's
Just,
nervous.
He's shy. It's his first day at the helicopter.
Come on, man. Give him credit.
But yes, the pen is
If it was your
still
first day and you were
mightier than
covering
sword.
Alcatraz canon, dude.
Oh shit, I kind of skipped a little bit. It's
How
fine.
dare you.
About bias.
A,
The war is
E,
important.
D. Final score D.
He rescued 15 of 24.
Who the hell did I miss?
You got an MP7.
An entire group. You missed an entire group.
That must have been multiple groups. All right. Actually, Grant, do you want to take this?
What voice have you been doing?
Just a dramatic news anchor. Like you're doing a
The destruction
voiceover for a documentary.
Okay. The destruction of the Alcatraz cannon brought peace to the West Coast and gave the resistance new momentum.
Peace to the West Coast.
To the West Coast! But Richard Hawk's messaging continued to have a strong hold on the American people. Destroy Metal Wolf, we cried along like hysterical brainwashed children, and that the ignorant chorus became the battle hymn of our oppressors. It's real unfortunate that it's gray text on a gray background, or like a slightly darker gray background.
Kind of true, yeah.
In time, we would be made painfully aware of just how blind we were. D's Nuts Network correspondent Peter
D's
McDonald.
Nuts Network.
I will mention I looked it up, and you do need to rescue every single hostage you get the Moonlight Great Swords.
Yeah, we're not getting that. Shit.
Shame.
It's one from a list of weapons you get by doing like special completionist achievements.
Sad.
Apparently there's one that gets you a ray gun if you do alien capture time under 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Alien capture
I feel
time.
like a mother hen here.
Okay, Mr. President.
It
You
feels
best
like a
hurry
mother
and get to
hen.
the next battle theater.
All right, moving on. We gotta do the Grand Canyon last, so we're moving on to Phoenix, Arizona.
The enemy force is apparently carrying out covert military campaigns based in a ghost town in the Phoenix suburb. The radar jamming facility for their secret defense is set up in the town. Metal Wolves, please destroy
Grant,
all
did you
target
play
areas
Animal
in the
Crossing?
above-ground buildings to
Yeah.
knock out the radar jamming and avoid
Here's
surprise
a
attacks
meme.
from
I
the
didn't play it,
enemy.
but I know a little bit about it.
This mission goes
Animal
by the
Crossing
following.
Islands be like.
It would be like.
All facade.
Sag.
My darling Clementine operation.
Clementine.
Good luck
My
and
darling.
Godspeed, Mr. President.
I like the inclusion of the operation at the end with no capital O.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why
Alright.
it's just my darling Clementine.
I
So
wonder
you-
if
so
Jody
you
is
know-
so
so
proud
you
of
know
making
what?
us call names.
Those grenade launchers were quite disappointing. So we're moving on. We're going to put all of the U.S. economy into machine guns, or sorry, assault rifles.
Oh no.
I probably should stop there because I still gotta manufacture these guns. What's the biggest? This is the biggest I can do. Ooh, but look at the capacity on that. 1,500 per. Ooh, it's like 30. It's like 30.
good.
Wait, what does energy cost mean? Everything else
Do
has
they
an
all
energy
have
cost
it?
of no. Everything else has an energy cost of 0.
Uh-oh. It's your mental energy. It's a mind gun.
No, insufficient
You can
rare
only have
metal.
one.
Shit, but it's okay. I can wait. I already own one of these, so that's fine. Damn. I need more rare metal. That's my. It's like baby metal, but slightly better.
It's
All
slightly
right.
underground. It's rare metal.
It's slightly underground. All right. That should be okay.
Wait, did you get the new? Oh, you did.
All right. We're gonna save real quick, just so that way I can't back out of my purchases. All right. Why does anyone else actually remember the entire state's
This
capital
place is
song?
pretty run
The entire
down.
state's capital song?
Like a town in an old
From Animaniacs?
A
I think that might be. I think that's
Animaniacs.
what she's talking about. Ah, look, it's like a cowboy town.
And enemies seem limited.
Oh yes, Arizona.
ASAP.
Wait, that was the fucking. That was the cowboy song.
Sorry,
You-
No.
these guys
That was the
are
X-Files
down.
theme. Shit. Wait.
Oh, we're
Oh
fighting
my
mechs
god.
now.
They upgraded.
Major, Michael Wilson.
You've tarnished the good name of the U.S. military and your reputation as a hero.
I don't know
Now
about good,
you'll
but
die for it.
Will I, or
pretty
will
good at
you guys die for
They're pretty good at propaganda.
Whatever.
The ground bled when they fired their rockets.
it? Adrian?
This is
leads
like
What the
starring
America.
John Ford's My Darling Clementine. Wanna find out who gets to play Wyatt Earp?
Like, is that intentional? When everything fucking bleeds?
I think maybe.
Maybe.
if I
Dude,
worked
why
on
am I
this
not
game,
able to
I'd
blow
say
this up?
yes.
Thank you, Jesus Christ.
Shaq Paul.
Are you
Ray.
almost
my
already
God.
dead?
I was so
He's dead.
I was so focused on trying to save the. Jesus Christ. I was so busy focused on trying to save the hostages, I didn't even realize. Alright.
You're getting shot at in multiple different directions.
Yeah.
Since you're surrounded now, how about heading for high ground?
Follow what's her
Head
face
for the high
Why
ground.
can't I not? Why won't it let me
Get the
boost?
high ground, Anakin.
I know, I'm trying to boost up so I can go this way. There you go.
It's over.
How about we make a fresh
They have the higher
The
ground.
Randy Paul and Shaq models of these mechs. Wait, so where do? Oh, there they are.
Wait, no,
they have
that is a
shadows.
paintball cannon.
No, it's not.
It's shooting
red
paintballs.
bullets.
Nah.
And they splat when they hit their targets. You're
Fire one at the building.
You know, Zach,
Straight up
maybe that's why your
paintball.
fucking guns aren't working. One's a fucking paintball cannon.
Nah.
It is.
I think you're crazy.
We have to read the flavor text when we.
That'd be really
When we
funny
get
if it did just straight up say like, yeah, this is a paintball cannon. I can't believe it made it
It
into the
sucks.
military. I would be devastated, actually, probably.
As we said before.
The
we do
PA
things
stands for
not
paint ammo.
Yeah.
You might be right, actually.
Wow.
We do things not because they are easy,
But because they are
cool as
colorful
fuck.
and cool
Because they are
looking.
paint. So it makes it look like it bleeds.
But
That's
then
cool
why
as
did it?
shit.
Okay, but then why stealth function stopped? But then why did the missiles that the enemies shoot make the ground bleed? Were they also using paint
Also
ammo
paint.
missiles?
Yes, they were also using paint ammo.
This is an international battle.
No, wait!
This is
Zach, this is the
precursor
perfect
to
weapon to
Swift
fight
Gun.
invisible enemies with!
That is actually quite true. Oh, I ran
See,
out of
there's a
bullets in
reason.
one of these.
That's the reason you're using the paint ammo, to fight these invisible enemies.
Yeah, that's the reason.
That's, it was intentional.
Yeah. I'm the president of the United States. It's my job to be competent.
And that's it, nothing else.
Yeah. There's that, and then also to say things about America being cool or whatever. Oh shit.
Or whatever.
Very inspiring.
What do you want? What do you want from me, man?
My fellow Americans,
I'm on
America's...
I'm on my 17th term as president, right?
My fellow Americans, America's great or whatever. Can I have more money?
Cool.
Yeah. What, you,
And the crowd
what, you
of
thought
roars
Woodrow
and
Wilson?
cheering.
Wait, who's the president that
Spell
was
my
elected
name
4
right on
times?
the
Woodrow Wilson.
What was his name? Who was the one that was elected like 5 times or whatever? Like 9 times?
FDR.
It
FDR, I
was
was
not
gonna say Franklin
FDR,
Delano.
was it?
It was FDR, yeah.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt, massively popular.
Franklin Delano Roosevelt was elected 5 times.
Pretty sure. Let me check.
He was massively popular because he introduced a lot of leftist policies.
And also World War II.
That too.
I thought that was Eisenhower.
Eisenhower
was like a
connived.
cripple.
And?
Like how did he fight in the war? He was.
He did? That's not the
FDR
point.
was and he served as the 32nd President of the United States from 1933 until his death in 1945. So yes,
Interesting.
he won 4 presidential elections.
I assumed it was a different guy.
No, it was FDR.
Who do you think could win that many and be elected? Fucking Richard Nixon?
Well,
Roosevelt
definitely not
and
Richard Nixon, but it was just like, I don't know, I was thinking about it, and it's just like, it can't be
Eddie
fucking
Roosevelt.
FDR. He's already known for, like, being FDR. It has to be some, like,
Hardly
nerd,
known. Yeah.
right? Like, it has to be, like, Howard, well, it can't be Howard Taft. Like, every president, I really feel like, deserves to be known for, like, one thing. Richard Nixon is, like, a less bad Trump. Howard Taft is fat, you know? Like, I feel like...
Howard Taft.
Yeah, like every
That's
president
what
should be
number 4
known for like one thing. Barack Obama's black. Trump was orange. You know?
I don't know.
That's the one
what-
thing we'll remember Trump.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a couple things that he'll be remembered for.
Like what? What else could you possibly be concerned with about Donald Trump?
You know what,
He's dead.
You're right. You got me there.
Why does everything run on blood? This is the
It's
alternate
America.
universe where fucking what's his face, Leonardo da Vinci's designs really took off, and they really took inspiration from the fact that he powered everything with blood.
Not the hero type.
Pretty pog, honestly.
Pretty
I'm
POG.
just doing my job as
And that's not POG,
I'm
that's
just
PAWG.
I'm just doing my job as.
That's some badass white girls. Remember when that's what POG stood for?
Well,
Well, POG
So,
with
in-
the W still does. POG is a different word.
Right, but it used to
When
be
we were
that POG was
doing-
only one thing.
And also, it's always
Or-
weird to me that POG is fat with a PH, because otherwise it'd be FOG.
I guess it just sounds better. But when
No,
we
it
were doing
does, yeah.
our
All right.
game studio presentation one time, we were just saying, "Oh, you know, game's POG, Professor," like, and we just kept saying that like as a joke, because we're stupid. And one girl chimes in and she goes, "I always thought POG was being spelled as PAWG instead of POG," and it's there's just a silence falls across the Discord call, and one guy just goes, "That's a different kind of POG, not the one we were talking about."
Any email from the resistance.
I like the implication there of like PAWG also just means when something's really good.
Yes, there is. The man's voice is as cool as ever. Please have a listen.
Metal Wolf, thank you. Our membership is steadily on the rise. More reliable, trustworthy sympathizers have joined our fight to rid. The day will come soon.
I like both of
When
their
we're
stupid
ready to
smiling
rise up,
faces.
I'll be sure and let you know.
The resistance leader sure is standing tough, isn't he?
Tough as nails. Now we'll head out to
You
liberate
be
the
the
West.
resistance leader?
I'll head out to liberate the West.
What have we been doing? Look at all the states we have control of now. All right,
Insert Andrew
we're moving on to
Jackson.
the Grand Canyon.
Wonderful.
Operating out of a massive helicopter base constructed in the Grand Canyon, enemy army helicopter units continue to oppress the
Mr.
American
President,
left.
just popping in to say that your penis weenus is looking very POG today. Keep it up.
I'm just doing my job as president.
Exactly.
Please watch your steps so you don't fall into the 1 mile deep ravine. Use artillery with long-range firing effectively. And
Please watch your
destroy all the
steps so you don't
target
trip
areas.
on
This mission goes by
Oh my god.
Operation Arizona, blood and gunpowder smoke.
Why is the
Sure.
smoke not capitalized?
Cause I don't
This is
know.
how she said it.
President,
Blood and gunpowder.
Blood and gunpowder. Right.
Are we playing a game like to completion?
Well, I mean, we're playing it tomorrow.
Okay. I mean, it's not very long, is it?
No, it takes about 7 hours to beat.
Yeah, okay.
Alright, so we got 2 of those. We got like no rare metal left, so I should probably hold on to that. But I can now replace this with this, and boom, now I have 1500 on both, so I can just shoot.
He's
and-
getting rid of the paintball.
Wait, hold up. Actually, you're right. Give me 1 second. Can I, multi-missile, shotgun, machine gun, assault rifle? It does say PA. Modified to fire paint rounds?
Zach!
Oh my god.
Oh, the pigment increases the amount of burst charge you receive for defeating the targets. The effect is lower than with the blah blah blah, but it's still a valuable weapon to have. So it is. So it is straight up
paint.
So it was actually paint. That's freaking awesome.
Wow.
All right, there you go. Long range plus machine guns. Let's go. Should save.
This still doesn't explain why when the other guys were throwing explosives at you and hit the floor, it also splattered red.
Well, that's because the floor bleeds.
You fired to avoid it. The recoil saved you.
You used the propulsion, the kickback from your gun to move instead of using
Yeah.
your legs.
Remind you of the
Yeah.
Arizona insurrection days?
Don't you ever do that?
No.
Yeah.
I don't
Do
remember
I?
anything
Are you asking me if I ever rocket jump?
except the smell of blood
Yes.
and gun smoke.
But without a rocket, and instead an assault rifle.
Look at-
Unfortunately,
look
ever
at
since the
go.
invention of stairs in 1973, I have not rocket jumped.
Let's rock.
Damn it.
I showed you that, right? The fucking TF2.
Yeah, the
alt history.
TF2.
Yeah.
I love that shit.
The view certainly is grand, but stop with it.
1857 is when
Don't look down,
stairs
jokes,
were invented.
Good evening.
Hello there.
Hello there. It is I, your president.
Kenobi.
Mr. President.
President
Mr.
Wilson.
President. Yes? Hi.
Mr. President,
Oh.
how many rockets to take to the center of your mech? Well, let's see.
One.
Mr. President, how many landmines does it take to get to the center of your mech?
1, a 2,
One,
a 3.
three.
Mr. President! Why am I not shooting? Oh, there you go. Do you mind? Thank you. Do you mind? No, the bridge!
Apparently he does.
Yes, Zach. As a matter of fact, I indeed do mind.
Great.
President.
All right, well, that was
Hello.
great.
But stop with it. Don't look down jokes, please.
Boom!
Look down.
Little does everyone know, Zach's actually attempted to speedrun this game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. This is an extremely rare and difficult category called never seen the game before speedrun.
That's
He's
the
on
blind
pace for
speed
world
run.
record.
First time's the charm speedrun.
Yeah. You have to prove somehow that you've never seen the game before, or never played it rather, I guess.
So your timer's been on, right, Zach?
I do
Don't
have, I do
stay on the
have a
bridge for
timer.
too long this time.
Just go across. Don't shoot the helicopter.
Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I should just go across.
Now
Your
shoot the helicopter.
again, your insistence on destroying everything in sight has doomed you.
What else am I supposed to do?
Your hubris.
This
Yo,
is
Get to the mission
arrogance.
objective.
Oh my Jesus Christ. But there's hostages over there.
So?
I want to. We need to get the Moonlight Greatsword.
You already said we aren't getting it.
Right, but then Adrian agreed with me, and I can't have that.
I refuse to agree.
Is that box floating there on the where the bridge was?
Scientists were among the POWs.
I mean, it
Yeah.
already. I mean, it already
mountains
floats.
to maintain military helicopters.
Right, but okay.
Oh yeah, look at that! I auto target the missiles that it shoots at me. That's fun.
Mr. President, there are 3 target areas remaining. Watch your feet.
Oh,
too.
I could have like gone there.
I thought you were about to jump into the pit. When
You
you
mean
looked
the
down,
Grand
I was
Canyon?
like, the Grand Canyon?
Grand Canyon.
Is
It's
that where
mine. I
you?
claimed
Are you?
it.
Do you live at the bottom of it, like a bridge
Yeah.
troll guarding the bridge?
That's why my internet's so bad. I can't get a good signal out here.
Oh,
Oh, God.
that's extremely
Whenever-
unfortunate.
Whenever someone has to pass, do you tell them you must answer me these riddles 3?
Yeah, and then I pull them down into the Grand Canyon and leave them there.
Before or after they solve the riddles?
Before.
During.
They don't get a chance.
What's the
I go, you must follow, so solve my riddles 3. And then I grab their ankles and throw them over the edge.
They don't even get a chance to
You
answer.
don't even technically allow them any chance to solve the
The
riddle.
riddle is learn to survive.
The riddle is The riddle
know how
is
to
which
swim.
of these mushrooms down here will kill you, and which of them will allow you to live for longer? What are your riddles? What I guess that answered my question, but I was going to ask you, what are your riddles 3, Grant?
Yeah, it's that.
It's the fucking Billy Bentley. Now, Billy, choose carefully. You must choose the correct chocolate flavor. This one is agonizing walnut. This one is horrible hazelnut. This one is poisonous like berry, and this one is antidote.
Now choose wisely. And he reaches for the fucking poison walnut or whatever, and he
No,
goes,
he eats all of them.
Oh, well, no. He starts. Well, if I remember correctly, he starts reaching for the poison, whatever, and then the guy goes, "All right, let me repeat myself," and then he repeats them all, and then he eats them all. At least that's how I remember. I miss Billy and Mandy. That was a good show.
I looked at a few clips, and it's better than I remember it being.
It's clever in a way that kids shows aren't really clever anymore. The closest I can think of is like maybe Gumball. but even that is like not even remotely as much.
It's
Gumball's
clever in a
pretty
different way,
clever.
I would say.
Yeah.
Well, I'm not saying
Gumball-
Gumball's not good. I'm saying that it doesn't really touch upon the same things per se. I mean, they do touch upon
Yeah.
things, obviously. Everybody knows that, but I'm just thinking of like the first time that they met Boogie, and Mandy just gives him a fucking existential crisis about being a failure as a monster and a father. It's like, really? That's how you defeat your villain for the episode? I couldn't really expect anything less, but Jesus Christ, dude.
I feel like that.
Is there any consequence to overheating while running?
Yes, you can see that my health ticks
What?
down, and if it ticks down too far, I lose a light bulb.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I basically have like 2 liters. Oh, and then also if I overheat if I overheat while my bar is empty, I have to wait for the bar to fill up before I can use it again.
Zach overheats
Okay.
and catch on fire.
He was forced to perform to entertain the troops.
That sounds fair and accurate to most things in general.
In real
If
life,
you overheat,
Zach
you will catch on
overheats and
fire.
catches on fire.
Yep.
You know
That has a
I
tendency to-
I like overheating systems in video games. I like the idea of it being like, oh, if you use it too much, you can still keep using it, but it'll have like a downside or something. Like I like that. But then I just thought of like the one overheating system that I really dislike, and Grant can probably attest to this as well. I really
Metal
dislike.
Wolf Chaos.
Well, I was gonna say Rumble from League of Legends.
Oh yeah.
I hate his overheating system.
I don't like Rumble.
Oh,
he-
Grant, did you see
General.
the Jinx meme I posted earlier
I love that. Where'd you find that?
on Twitter?
Nice.
And Adrian
That's a
was like,
fucking
I've got
glue stick.
no idea what it is.
I vaguely know of. I mean, I can see Jinx's design, and Lawrence. I don't know if you
Jinx
know
is
League,
weird
but you
'cause
can.
Jinx isn't really that character, but of the LOL characters, she's probably the closest to being that silly.
Like Lawrence,
Yeah.
you can tell, and most people can too, by Jinx, just her design, she looks like that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like I guess
She
if I
looks
nice.
I guess if I had to
Lux.
think about it, Jinx is basically a cross between the Joker and fucking a Yandere. Like that's her. Oh, dude, nice.
What a powerful combination.
Did you see that on my readout? It said blah blah blah. Nice.
Jinx
Nice.
is Melvin, brother of the Joker.
Melvin.
Melvin, brother of the Joker. You guys
I'm really
seen that?
excited for Arcane to come to Netflix. Also not happening.
Oh
I'm
god, it's
hoping
one of
that
those.
I'm hoping that the Arcane series is good as well.
I'm really hoping it would make sense even for non.
I mean, it should.
players.
The,
Right, it should. But
Because like, why would they produce it if it was so specific? You know.
Well,
The Melvin thing is from one of Nostalgia Critic's very early videos where he makes a character. The character wears face paint like the Joker, but just chants, Melvin, brother of the Joker. And the joke is that he's really awkward and also the Joker's brother, and that's the entire joke.
That's a good
Oh,
joke.
nostalgia critic.
It's really cringy, but also pretty funny.
Mr. President,
I mean, it's
Melvin,
nostalgia critic.
Brother of the Joker. It's old Nostalgia Critic
So
too.
you're Metal Wolf, eh?
oh my
Then
god,
you
that's a
can
lot
die
of guns on that one helicopter.
Richard?
How many guns do you want? Yes.
Sir
Nice.
Richard?
Putting up
Yes.
against jokers like this is
I
so
am the
tiring.
president.
He said the Joker.
I'll have to ask you to leave this stage before you get hurt.
Oh god, I forgot that it's. I misremembered. I thought it was a short bit. It's a full fucking 9-minute video of him and this character.
Oh, the name of this helicopter is Christina.
Melvin, brother of the Joker.
Christina. Oh yeah.
Have you switched guns at all during this?
No, and I'm about to run out, which is a shame. But like, God, I love these assault rifles.
I'll lay my life down for something.
Adrian, just as long as you don't rotate in a specific direction. No one has to know.
What? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're referring to.
Animal Crossing.
Oh. Oh, now you. I said that meme like 30 minutes ago.
This is how Saba works, alright?
Cool.
This is how I
You
work.
got a
I
cool
reference things in the past.
Saba works off of PST minus time.
PST minus.
Negative PST.
Negative PST minus!
That's just PST.
Yeah.
Or is it?
Bwah, 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 bwah. I can't believe I thought that was a fucking Western theme.
True. It was really
Thinking of
weird.
that.
Oh hey!
Yeah.
Nice, I got 2 more
No.
musicians. So
Those
Grant-
guys flew back from the explosion of your shotgun.
No, but they're alive though.
True.
So I was watching Angriest Pad's stream earlier today. Are those bombs or are those just lights? Those are just lights.
So you were watching Irate Gamer, right?
More or less. And he had, it was kind of interesting because he doesn't, like, he played LOL pretty hard for like a week and then he dropped it because he was like, yeah, this game seems like cancer.
For a week?
Yeah, he played it for like, I want to say like 12 hours a day for 7 days solid.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean, that's the type of obsessive personality that he is, right? But, so he goes and does something fucking crazy like that, and then he just never picks up the game again. And so it was just like a topic that he was just like chit-chatting about on stream. And he was like, yeah, how do people feel? Because I heard that there's been like a lot of stuff like added to LoL since then. And the conversation moved to Seraphine, which obviously I'm not really in the LoL community anymore. But Grant, you remember Seraphine and like the whole...
Yep.
You remember like the whole
People
thing
are
with like
not
her
happy.
reveal and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Where it was like social media, like she was a fake virtual influencer or whatever.
She was a fake VTuber.
Everyone
Yeah,
liked the fake virtual influencer
Yeah, like-
side of her, and then everyone hated the in-game of her,
Yeah.
her lore.
Well, because the external like fake person Lawrence thing, because
Lawrence?
because Lawrence was going to be hired to make that.
Right.
Yeah. So whenever I see that sort of thing, I just
Wait,
think of Lawrence.
specifically for
Well, not
League?
Seraphine, obviously. That'd be ridiculous.
I was gonna be like, holy shit, Lawrence.
No.
I knew about that. I didn't know it was gonna
Listen,
be
if
for
I got
Seraphine.
offered that job, I would do it 100%.
I
mean, you didn't even get offered the original job.
I don't know if you would want to even try to redeem that character as of right now. They just
No, I don't have to redeem that character. I just have to get paid.
That's
True.
Fair. But
Big
yeah,
brain.
it was just an interesting conversation to hear because Pat like knew nothing about the character whatsoever, and somebody in very layman's terms tried to explain like how they were advertising her or whatever. And and Pat was just like, that's the most disgusting, transparent like marketing thing I've ever heard. And I'm disgusted to have ever even played the game. And I was like, all right, that seems kind of extreme. But then I was thinking about it, and I was like, it is kind of disgusting, though. The idea of, like, we're going to have this, like, fake virtual persona. Because it wasn't for Seraphine specifically. It was for the KDA Pop Stars thing.
Well, no, I
Yeah.
thought Seraphine, like, it was definitely
the one that
a
was all
marketing
over
tool,
the one
though.
that was all over Facebook and Instagram. That's not Seraphine from Piltover. That is Seraphine, the new inductee
The
to
KDA.
Oh,
yeah,
it's
KDA.
kind of, because technically she's not even part of the like band. She's only featuring guests, but she's supposed to be like her overall
Working with
story is
them.
like the rising star.
Right, the
and stuff,
rising
so
star thing,
It's like
yeah.
half involved, but yeah, just yeah.
Forgive me for my ignorance, but what part of this is disgusting?
It was just something about it being like, and I kind of agree, kind of not, just the really transparent nature. Because normally when League champions get like reveals and stuff like that, it's like not exactly in-universe stuff, but it's, I don't know, more fan-oriented. Like the whole idea is that, well, there were problems with Seraphine design-wise as well, Lawrence, where Seraphine is basically just this other character named Sona that they repackaged for some reason.
Basically, I would think of it like this: that Seraphine, they basically made Seraphine, I think, because it would be very popular, her being like a virtual, the thing in like.
I'm about to say,
Instagram.
I guess
they knew she would do well in that sphere, and that's why they created her. They didn't create her to like fit in that well into League, but they knew she would be very popular as an Instagram persona. Yeah.
Can I?
So it's like they put more thought into her, like getting attention on Instagram than her in the game.
Yeah.
Like legitimately, whatchamacallit, like the newest character they did end up making is quite funny because in one of her voice lines, she actually does call out Seraphine for literally just having a nice voice, but that's it. Like
the new
Look at me, I'm a rising star.
Vigo's like fake doll wife.
Yeah.
Really? I didn't know that. Yeah. Because like I said, I don't really follow the League stuff anymore, so I haven't been like.
I barely follow League stuff. You know more about League than me, but
I mean that's just because I played it forever. But I mean, like I haven't been listening to any of the. Is this actually like I'm trying to destroy the platforms underneath them, and I don't think it's working.
But yeah, Lawrence, everyone liked the Instagram Seraphine. They were like, she's really, because like the music was really nice and everything, but it's just like this character shouldn't be in game. It's just.
It was just to where they chose to dedicate their resources.
Time and effort.
Yeah.
Like I commend them for trying something new, I guess, but it seems really transparent, just about money as opposed to like creative integrity, I suppose.
Yeah, something else people were really mad about was the fact that I think Seraphine, as soon as she got released, I think she got like what it's called, like one of the legendary or like skins that.
She got a legendary skin as her
she got a
skin,
legendary
which is usually a big no-no.
Yeah, as a new character, but like other characters, people were mad because like other characters more deservedly deserved like a new legendary skin versus like this new girl that just came in. So
once again, almost as if she was created specifically to sell that skin.
Yeah, to market.
Considering hers
it was just kind of a shitty marketing ploy.
Yeah.
I mean, it worked.
It worked,
It definitely did work. Like the new KDA thing was really exciting, I guess. But then, I don't know. Let's move on to Vigo. Does Vigo actually exist, or is he actually just because they want to make a Korean?
Had to search up another character.
Because they want to make a Korean boy band. Lawrence, you look up Vigo. You look up League of Legends Vigo, and tell me that guy's not specifically designed to be the front, the front runner guitarist of like a K-pop band or something.
Like K-pop. He looks like he could be a guitarist for a metal band, unless I'm looking at the wrong.
Like a death metal band, yeah.
Yeah. Like have you guys heard? Have you heard his like voice, Zach?
Yes, I have. He has the very thick accent. Yeah.
It's kind of interesting to like see.
Oh wait, there's one of him that's not all pale and green. That definitely could be a boy band guy. Here, this one could. I could see this guy being a boy band person, but the main one would.
So that's his main. But like the idea, like Lawrence, I'm gonna spit some names at you here real quick. But the idea is that so for KDA, it's a K-pop band, obviously. Well, not K-pop, but I'm about to say it's a pop star band. But it's it's like 5 female champions, and obviously they could have put more in there, but they specifically chose those 5. No, there's 5.
My math breaks me.
Ari, Kaisa, Evelyn, Akali, and Seraphine.
Seraphine does not count.
Well,
she's not part of the group.
Part of it.
Right, never mind. Sorry, my bad. But oop, shit. I just ran over my headphones. So there's Vigo, who's new. There's Set, so S-E-T-T. You can look up that one. There's Ezreal, which everybody knows. Graham. What were the other 2? We talked about this before, the 5 champions that could totally be in a boy band.
Oh, I'm just looking at the Genius interview that KDA did. That's really weird. If you guys
it is very
check that out. It's very weird.
What is it? Is it the champions talking like they're real people?
Yeah.
Yes.
I hate that.
Akali. Just Akali.
Well, because she was the most popular of all of them.
Yeah.
So popular that they made a prequel band just so that way they could have backstory for the character.
Well, the thing about that is I think it's because of who's like Akali's singer is. Since she is like a big person in K-pop, I think that's one of the reasons why she's got so much.
I mean, it's
support.
also because she's hot.
all of them are hot, Zach.
I don't know. Evelyn creeps me out.
I think that's the point of
Howard.
it.
Like, since Evelyn's character design migrated from succubus to I'm going to cut your ball sack open with my tongue, I don't want that anymore. I don't find that attractive.
I don't know, Zach. I don't think
Adrian.
you're having any problems with her.
Excuse
Everyone
you?
point and laugh at Zach for his cowardice.
Cowardice. I'm trying to protect my nutsack.
Until we take back all
Yeah,
of
coward.
America. Well, Jody, at long last, we head east. We'll reach the East Coast. in a
I'm
flash.
just quiet because I'm thinking of something totally different that has nothing to do with any of this and it is a fucking hard conversation shift. So
Oh, here we go.
I'll save it for later.
Welcome.
Planning on wiping out New York?
The dragon? Hang on.
Watch.
There was one that they
Shut
couldn't
up,
bring
watch the thing.
besides the
Richard
verified.
Hawk won't let you get away with it. I, Richard Hawk, will uphold American justice without fail.
Oh yeah, there. That's.
Did he say
pop-
yeah?
That's pop
said
star
yeah.
version.
Oh, it's so
Why did he say that?
fantastic line.
Why did the president? The entire game he's like, Jody, I will do X, and then all of a sudden this guy's like, yeah,
Tony Hawk Pro Skater.
yeah, Jody Hawk's Pro Skater.
I had to fucking cut around Saba still talking about League during the middle of a fucking cutscene.
Oh yeah, I
damn
don't care at all.
I didn't leave, actually. There's like, I do the recording specifically so that way I can cut up the audio.
Jody Hawk's Pro Skater.
Jody Hawk's Pro Skater is pretty good. How do you like me
The Beyblading, dude.
He got me. He got me. No.
And then,
This is
and then
voice
because he's
acting.
spinning, he just fucking obliterates all the buildings around him.
Long live the USA!
Oh, it's not gonna be living long.
Oh my god. Oh.
Dear fellow Americans,
Speaking of
that's
anime, you guys remember Mr.
this
Anime?
is an announcement from the Government Policy Promotion
Yeah.
Department, where
Oh, wait.
freedom in the United States wasn't built.
Mr.
in a
Anime?
day.
I was thinking the Anime Man.
Good news.
I
Finally.
believe his name's Mr. Anime.
Finally, the evil has been crushed. This
Yeah,
is
his name's Mr.
Metal
Anime.
Wolf, who suddenly
I
showed
don't
up
know.
in New York, was thoroughly
He's
beaten to a pulp by
He's famous for
Richard Hawk, piloting a special
almost a
heavy
decade ago
mobile
now, in
armor
like
unit.
2012.
He annihilated the evil.
Being a pretty
At the same
substantial
time,
anime
from a
review
confidential
YouTuber
covert operation,
who snapped and murdered his
also learned
his
that
brothers
underground
and parents, and then
terrorists
almost
and Metal
did a
Wolf
school shooting.
sympathizers in hiding
Holy shit.
were captured
His
in
YouTube account has
succession
since been
all
terminated,
around the
and he is
country.
serving life without parole in
Although
Texas.
martial law will continue until
How-
we are sure that your
What does this
safety
have to
can
do
be
with
Literally anything.
For today,
Because his name is
today
Mr.
only,
Anime, and I was like, wasn't there a
celebrate
fucking
this
anime guy who
victory.
like killed his family? And then I looked up, like, yep, that was
This
from
has been
2012.
An announcement from the Government Policy
Jesus
Promotion
Christ.
Department.
Fascinating.
Your Freedom Point Man.
That's why I was waiting for the KDA League of Legends talk to quiet down
And those phony
a little
visuals.
bit.
What's with that?
Anyway, I just wanted to bring that morbid memory back up to light, because Jesus Christ.
Richard's up to his
Good
old tricks
lord.
again.
I also thought that was way more recent. For some reason, I remember seeing it like last year just in the news. And I was like, holy shit! And then it happened in 2012, like, wait, why am I getting this now?
Actually,
Oh no.
We have
it appears all the resistance activities have gone south.
Jody. Those that died are imposters. I am
What?
still here.
we ejected them out the space station.
In your own
They're
justice.
imposters. They were sus.
I
sus.
won't lose to that false and the reason is
It's false
because
prophet.
I'm the president of the United States of America.
This fucking game, man.
Let's go.
Time for self,
They're not
Jody.
playing.
Adrian,
Up to speed on the
I will
situation in the
persevere
East.
this stream. We will beat this game tomorrow. Do you want to know why? Because
Why is
I
that?
am the president of the United States of America.
I am the president of Obo Stream.
Oh, stream.
The Citizen
my God,
Re-Education
this game.
Program. Because that's what good people do, right?
Yeah,
They
obviously.
re-educate their citizens. The thick, oppressive asphalt of tyranny. All right.
It was Hawk's eugenic wet dream.
Yes.
What the fuck?
All right.
All right,
So
Houston.
now that we're done with like the actual cutscenes and shit, Saba, you had stuff that you wanted to talk about with KDA?
Not really.
Great. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
The enemy army has dried up the nation's resources and put the people on a rationing system to construct a spaceplane launch and landing base in Houston. React swiftly as paratrooper reinforcements are predicted to be dropped in from Super Assault heavy attack helicopters that defend the skies and the base. The objective is total destruction of all target areas and a Super Assault heavy attack Elijah 1 helicopter.
Elijah One.
This mission goes by the call name
Call name.
All right.
Winner Takes All. Elijah 1 versus Metal Wolf. Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President.
Jody watches too much like 90s anime.
Jody's in this game too much.
What do you mean she's in this game too much? I love Jody so much.
She's too excited about the rescue of America.
Yeah.
I wish the president would send himself on missions and he'd give himself his own briefings.
Just like it's revealed that he's just talking to himself like a crazy person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Energy type energy rounds. That's interesting. I could build 2 of these actually. There you go. Oh shit. All right. What gun on here am I using the least? I guess these.
Which ones?
The rail guns. Because they're cool as hell,
Oh, yeah.
but not super fast. I could probably put more money into them, but I like me some assault rifles. So I have 2 shotguns, 4 assault rifles, and 2 missile launchers. Like any red-blooded president.
I'm rewatching Dr. Beasting Returns. It's so good.
I only saw the first 5 seconds, but it's just Dr. B.
Dr. Bees.
Alright, so I believe that this one is
CNN's
just
Peter McDonald
boss
reporting.
rush,
I'm
kinda.
coming to you live
It's like a bunch of
today
mini
from a US
bosses.
military base in the outskirts of Houston, Texas. Scarce natural resources sent from the Space Plane Center are collected and kept here. The US military is collectively managing these goods under martial law. Acting as the defense for this area is this Super Assault heavy attack Elijah 1.
It's the helicarrier from Marvel.
Take a look at this firepower. 44mm M197 anti-aircraft guns, 80mm Bofors anti-aircraft cannons, 2 10mm grenade launchers, and finally 12 missile containers. In addition to this heavy arsenal, it has the capacity to hold over 100 soldiers. A veritable flying fortress. As long as the Elijah One is on the scene, Metal Wolf get off so easily.
Hey, Mr.
Wait a second.
I thought he was gonna land on the
Yeah, I
news
thought it was good.
helicopter.
You're gonna kill him.
I like how in the cutscenes he
Parachute troops from its cargo bay.
there we go.
There'll be trouble when those reinforcements land.
His head's like clipping through his suit.
Oh, there you go.
God. I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time. Alright. I don't know, Grant. Who are can you think of 2 other league champions that could be in a boy band? Because I was originally gonna say say Graves, but then I think Graves would be more as like a solo country star. Makes a lot of sense.
Yorick.
Why Yorick?
I don't know.
He's not really a boy band.
Mundo.
Are you
All right,
just
great.
basing these characters going into a boy band off of their design? Or?
Timo?
Dude,
I think
Timo
Garen
being...
could.
Garen? Garen probably could. You could animate him up a little bit.
Jinzhao.
Huh?
Jin Zhao or Jin Zhao.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Jesus Christ.
Markiplier.
Markiplier,
true.
Dr. Bees.
Dr. B. You guys should
Probably
watch
Dr.
that when you
B's
have
boy
6
band.
minutes to spare. It's a really good animation.
Lawrence, did you watch the animation or the video that I sent you?
Yeah, I did. It's just the apocalypse slowly going crazy over miles.
But yeah, so that's the whole reason why we started streaming, was because I wanted to record stuff for Ace Attorney. Because I basically wanted to make my own version of that video. What the hell are these? Are these walking landmines?
They disappeared.
They're
Zach's worst
disappear
nightmare.
I was actually kind of scared for a second, yes.
Disappear, champion of disappearing.
That's my favorite league champ.
His ability is that he disappears from the game.
He disappeared from the game.
There he goes.
You remember that brief period of time, Grant?
League for you.
Grant, you remember that brief period of time right before Gangplank's rework, where they fucking killed him?
Yeah, Gangplank is dead. You can't play him.
And it's like
that was pretty fun.
It was weird because it was like, once again, I get it. Like, that's kind of neat. But he straight up had a fucking ghost skin. They could have just made the ghost skin free to everybody for a short period of time so they could keep playing their champion that they like.
He didn't come back. He was exorcised.
Well, he came back in his like weird like metal cyborg pirate form. It's like, why?
I mean, the things were cool. The stories were cool. I read those.
What, the ones that would be updated like every week, where it was like Misfortune being like, it was basically just Misfortune over and over being like, Gangplank's an asshole.
Yeah, fuck Gangplank. It also introduced Alawi.
That's true.
Before she was a champion.
Gangplank's first lover.
Yes.
Because he was the only person that could handle her. Where in his lore, if you read in between the lines, it's revealed that he couldn't handle her. He just didn't complain.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Because it was a part of his lore where they described that he like went to like whatever Navori Island to like, you know, meet with a concubine or something. And everybody was like, hell yeah. But then he was like indisposed for multiple days. And I always just thought that was funny, like, oh, poor Gangplank.
Wasn't it also like he had a messed up pelvis or something? Like it was.
It was something very on the nose to like try to indicate what happened, and I just thought it was funny.
Yeah.
Whenever you picked him in the coast, it's like, me balls are sore.
Oh. Yeah, that's Cyborg. And then can you send the splash art for the actual like good version?
Yar, be needed cybernetic replacements for me cock.
For me cock.
Oh no.
I have the Captain Gangplank?
Yeah, Captain Gangplank.
Okay, I like that one, yeah.
Captain Gangplank's so good.
He has his movement speed reduced by 15. He's an animation for hobbling.
He does actually hobble in game, but that's different.
Which is why
he gets a new animation for it, where he grabs his nuts. And it's like, this sucks.
Dick.
Me penis weenus.
Me penis weenus.
Not very puggers.
Just been scoured.
Hey Sab, are you still with us?
Yeah.
You just chilling out?
Yeah.
Alright, that's fine.
You know what's another word? How like upon and on? Isn't like
What the
can't
hell
you?
did you
Is
just
it
say?
not? Is it not correct that you can use tis anywhere you can use it?
Yes, and it frustrates me when people do that.
Why though?
I don't know. There's just something about it. It was I guess the way I can describe it is that I feel the same way about people who use tis legitimately in sentences as the same way as when people were like on the internet and they would do they would put like ERM. Yeah, because it's like no one says that. Like that's not a thing that people say. And it's weird to me. But then again,
well, let's change that.
But then also people can just use whatever they want, so it's whatever. But
which conjunction set would you rather someone use when they're saying I would not something? Would you rather say I wouldn't or I'd not?
I wouldn't.
What about I'd
We
not?
still have the speed ace.
It depends
up
on the
our sleeve.
context. If it flows better in the sentence.
That trump card being the super assault heavy attack
Elijah 1 helicopter. All right, so now I'm way over here, and the boss has to come back over.
Metal Wolf is trying to escape from the base.
No, I'm not. I'm about to say, how do you like me now?
Metal Wolf is trying to
How do you
escape
like
from
me
the
now?
base.
How do you like me now? I've been trying really hard to be more popular.
That was half of the boss's health bar off the bat.
Metal Wolf's fierce assault. The
I mean,
Elijah
you know,
One
it could have been worse, right?
damaged, but the Elijah One was
It does
designed
take
to
a million
stand
years for my bullets to get there, though.
55mm
What if the
it
news
was-
reporter was voiced by a WWE newscaster?
I really want them. You know, obviously From Software is like really popular and stuff, so they have all the money in the goddamn universe to do whatever they want. And they talked about that how they wanted to do a mecha game again, where the only major mecha game that they ever did was Metal Wolf Chaos. And so it's just like, I don't know, dude. Could you imagine like modern budget Metal Wolf Chaos? That would be so fucking cool.
HD.
Yeah, HD, like actual graphics instead of make-believe graphics like this.
How dare you?
This isn't real graphics. This is the type of graphics
It's
that I
pretty
encourage.
real.
This is the kind
They
of
got a
graphics-
lens flare right there.
That is
Look
true.
at the sun.
But you know what else makes
the
that
light.
lens flare? Photoshop.
Yes, so.
Photoshop is fake graphics.
It's the kind of graphics you can say, look, I can see the graphics, all 5 of them.
Yeah, all 5 of them, exactly.
Oh,
Aw, dude, metal.
rare metal.
Alright, here we go. Metal Wolf,
what?
even.
You know what I kind of want to play now? I want to play Borderlands 3 now.
Borderlands 3 is good.
Alright.
Played through it.
You're gonna die.
Which one of us is gonna die first?
You, I think.
Nah, I'm just gonna strafe to the side slightly. No, it's
He's
definitely.
dying.
Never mind, I won!
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Did anyone
Grant
see his
didn't
health
have
go
any
down
faith.
real fast?
Yeah.
last second?
That was a little close.
So one of the things about this game that is a little annoying is that these ranks that you get here, it becomes way easier to get higher ranks later because you straight up have better guns.
Nice.
Ah.
Yeah.
But it's just impossible. for
It's
him.
not impossible. You could do it if you're really good, but it just becomes incredibly easy. All right.
Why are you not really good, Zach?
In retaking the Space Center, President Wilson put an end to Hawk's control of the nation's aerospace resources. The spoils were funneled into cities across America, effectively ending Hawk's rationing system. As freedom rang from sea to shining sea, I saw the smiles on each American people's faces, and I started to wonder, have I been getting this man all wrong?
Did you get in touch with the Resistance?
No, still no work. Maybe he was captured by coup d'etat.
No, he'd never let that happen. I'm sure he's out
He
there
blow his
waiting
own
to
brains out first.
Exactly.
Must see you. I made him a promise.
Oh, Mr. President,
Oh, also, Grant, so I watched a 45-minute long recap of the entire timeline of Ben 10, and I didn't realize that one of the earliest canonical things to happen in the Ben 10 universe is that Ben 10, this guy named Rook, which I had never seen before, and George Washington team up to fight aliens.
Yeah, it's an omniverse. They team up to fight Vilgax, and a young Vilgax, and the guy who wants to destroy the universe with the chrono bomb.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And then George Washington created the plumbers.
George Washington?
Yeah.
All right, so real quick,
The
Lawrence,
greatest
which one
president.
next, Chicago or Miami?
Mimi.
Mimi?
The enemy force sends out over
Isn't it weird how the airship
Listen.
over Chicago?
Miami.
Read that.
Into overseas white
Read that
Me?
out loud. Somebody.
Force sends over 1,000 citizens a day from Miami trafficking team into overseas white slavery. What? Did I read that right?
Yes.
White oh.
Yeah, he's the good guy, obviously.
The command
Listen,
cruiser
I'm not
moored on
saying
the
he's
coast
a,
directs troops
I'm not
in the
saying he's a
Atlantic.
good guy. I'm
It has
saying both y'all
long-range
are
high-powered
shitty
missiles on board.
What are you talking
yes.
about? I'm protecting people.
by destroying their infrastructure.
No.
Many helicopters
Maybe.
join the defense.
Have you saved all the
Attacks on
hostages?
intercepting
I've
these
saved a
enemies.
lot.
The objective is to determine all target areas and the
I can call it a day.
Oh yeah, so
That's passing.
So in this mission, there's a fucking battleship off the coast of Miami that's fucking bombarding the citizenry, and so I have to dodge their shots while also taking out the ship.
This mission goes by the call name
Sounds like madness.
A Lovely and Clear Sea once more. Good luck and Godspeed, Mr. President.
Thank you. All right, I think we're good to probably just go. Oh, you know what? Maybe I could develop a better rocket launcher. Missile launcher, yeah. Yes. 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 Yes! Yes!
Yes! Yes!
Alright. What does this one do? Is optimized to surface-to-air combat. The upward firing angle and tall sight make it easy to acquire and destroy airborne targets. You'll find it highly effective against fast-moving threats like helicopters and fighter craft. Shit. What's this one? Man portable launcher redesigned for heavy mobile armor. This advanced weapon packs more firepower. The blah 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 delivers a fierce and more accurate blow to enemies on the move. I guess I could just do this, right? Because this is gonna be like these are gonna be like my boss killing weapons.
Invented a chest opening called a lover's gambit. You get tossed the piece to the side and start kissing your opponent on the table.
I think I know how humans can beat supercomputers at chess. Oh, that's so good.
Oh. The computers will never beat us in love.
All right.
Yeah, don't you remember when Magnus Carlsen used it against Hikaru Nakamura?
remember when Critical fucking 4-moved XQC with the lover's
That
gambit?
battle cruiser is the gunship directing the Atlantic Ocean troops in this area. Attack the cruiser and the coup d'etat forces leisurely enjoying their holiday.
The Magnus and Nakamura, he just got me.
Just the image of him like throwing
For
the
their sakes,
cheese
I hope they enjoy their
and
last
tackling
R&R.
Hikaru.
and then just make it out. And, oh, that's good.
You'll need constant warning, Mr. President.
Oh, they'll never see it coming.
They'll never
True.
see it coming.
Long-range missiles are approaching. Watch out for aerial attacks.
Oh,
Bombers are approaching.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Oh my god. You're gonna die.
I mean, I'll be fine, but like, Jesus, it's not landmines.
No one
so-
else will be.
Well, I mean, we can always make more citizens. We can't make any more presidents.
Oh my god.
Ever
I
since I
was
was
the last.
president
What the
for life.
Wait a second, those planes are huge.
Yes.
More long-range missiles.
Oh, hey, look,
Where
there
you
was
going?
there was hostages behind me that I didn't even notice.
Please get us out.
Why can't I shoot? Thank you.
No, don't shoot us.
That's how I saved
Just
them
in
though.
time for the bombs.
Isn't over. Please. Mr. President,
I left.
You abandoned America.
All right, well that's
It like deletes your save data. You abandoned
the
America.
Navy cruiser will fire precision long-range missiles. You'll need constant warning, Mr. President.
Oh my god.
Help!
All right.
Oh god. I can't handle it.
Long-range missiles
All right.
are approaching.
I'm going to continue to leave
Why did we
Sabo
invest
alone
so much into a robot?
Bombers are more
to protect the
long-range
president.
missiles. These
See, I don't need a secret service anymore. I'm my own secret service.
You're your own secret service.
Yeah.
Literally the same discussion that we had a while
Yes,
ago.
I'm aware.
It's just the logical conclusion of the super secret service is to create the ultimate president in terms of combat. In terms of government,
Maybe not, but who really cares
But-
about that when he's a fucking
He'll
badass?
be really strong.
He'll be really strong.
he can beat his enemies in submission.
Except the vice president.
Could you imagine, like, cause you remember that was the original purpose of League of Legends, was that the lore was that that's how the different nations, like, solved their differences?
I thought you were gonna say that was the original purpose of presidency in America.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to learn
Sorry.
something today.
Yeah, were you not aware of that?
Yeah,
The,
you're
the
right.
secret conversation between George Washington and the other founding fathers. It's like, all right, who do I have to kill to keep my presidency?
Who do I gotta kill to be a president around here?
They're like, actually,
John
these people.
John Adams beats him by doing a suplex.
Did I
and
just
George
step
Washington's
on
like,
another
all right,
landmine?
you know
Thomas
what?
Jefferson
I'll
comes
tell
from
everyone.
behind.
Thomas Jefferson coming in with a steel chair!
With
Yeah.
the steel chair. Oh my god.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
They finished.
And
They
after that,
finished
John
fighting.
Quincy Adams.
My god, that man is broken!
Oh god! Yeah. Like they finished fighting, and it's like, all right, that's our next 5 lineups for the presidents.
James Madison. James Madison.
Do you? I mean, this is less relevant. But do you guys remember? Oh my Jesus Christ, my health. Do you guys
Maybe a lot.
remember what the original, what the vice president was originally supposed to be?
To fight the president.
What do you mean?
So the vice. So right
He was
now
supposed
we
to
have
be
the
runner-up,
president.
right?
Sorry.
Supposed to be the runner-up in the election.
Correct. So today we have a system where you have a president and then they pick their vice president. In the original system, it was the runner-up, like Adrian said. And so for the first, I think it was only like 5 presidencies they tried that, and all it ended up doing was just having 2 guys that were forced to work together that fucking hated each other, and they were like, "Yeah, this wasn't a good idea. We should change this
Maybe
to
we
something else."
should do this.
This is a bad idea, you guys. We should change something else. Can I get up here?
Oh my god!
You just hit a mine!
Well, how was I supposed to know there was a landmine there?
You walked past it the first time and then turned around and
I
walked
can't
over
see.
it.
I'm fucking piloting a huge ass mech, dude.
I can't see. There's too much debris going around.
Yeah.
There's too many bullets.
I can't see, I'm too busy stomping recklessly on the sand.
I'm too busy using the fucking Geneva Convention as a to-do list.
I'm too busy wiping my ass with the Geneva Conventions. Give me a break.
Geneva Conventions, you mean Geneva Suggestions.
Are you guys listening to this guy's voice lines?
But I
Like
can
pirate?
tell you this.
I can tell you this.
Your public
Gay.
enemy number 1.
You got him.
Your
I can
public
tell you
enemy
this, your
number
mom,
1.
your mom gay.
Your, I can tell you beyond a shadow of a doubt, your mama gay.
And then Jody was like,
Robot
like,
can
Miss-
explode.
Jody
Mr.
was like,
President, you never
your
told
mom's
me.
not gay. No,
Oh.
no, she's like, Mr. President, your mom's not gay. Don't listen to her.
He just hits the self-destruct America button.
Like immediately. Like no discussion, no nothing, no indication that he's
nothing.
thinking about doing it. He just does.
Now get cracking.
Oh! Oh, that's what the energy shots mean. It costs the same thing that my boost does. I was wondering why sometimes I just couldn't shoot my guns, and I realized it's because I had used up all my boost. I had to wait for it to fucking recharge. That's kind of neat, actually. I like that.
Fight the ship.
No. I choose to make love, not war.
I think it's time to try pacifism with my giant mech.
Well, I mean, listen, if I have this giant fuck you mech, what are they gonna do? Are they gonna say no to peace?
It'd be a
They'll
waste if
learn
I
of our
didn't use
peaceful
these
ways
big two
by
muscular
force.
mech arms not to hug people.
Isn't that a Futurama line, Grant?
Yeah,
They'll
learn of our peaceful ways by force.
Is the funniest shit in the world.
You just ate so many missiles.
I'm
Yeah.
fine. Look, I can shoot the missiles
That
out
did
of
nothing.
I can shoot the... Yeah, it really did nothing. I feel like I'm missing a target or something.
Yeah, there's got to be like weak points around there or something. Because last time you did that, that took out half the boss's health.
You're almost dead.
I know. I'm aware. I'm trying to get away.
Just making that.
The war cry for the fight against
Metal
America.
Wolf.
For Metal Wolf.
War cry, metal wolves everywhere.
You die. Oh, the bombers are coming back. Oh, never mind. Those are missiles. Yeah.
Ooh.
Health.
1.
God, I love mowing down human beings. It's so satisfying.
We captured this boat from the president today.
Oh, look, there's even more prisoners like way out here. Can I go in the water without dying?
You're a giant metal mech. I wouldn't think so.
Oh, I think
I'm
the
gonna-
buoys show where I can't go anymore.
I was gonna say, I'm gonna guess that's your limit there.
There you go.
All right, so in that case, let us switch to my secret weapon. Weapons.
My secret weapon, the confetti cannon.
Hey, that's an actual gun in this game, by the way. I don't know if you're aware of this. Boom. That did literally nothing? What?
Where are you supposed to hit?
I don't. Oh, wait, what?
Can you, like, actually board the ship?
No, I'm doing
Yeah,
damage
mate.
to something. Oh, I think I have to destroy its armor plating first? Yeah, there you go.
Oh, and then it does chunks. Oh my god.
I know, I'm working on it. I learned this lesson too late.
You are dying rapidly.
Sectors 1 through 5 are flooded. Repair crew.
Sectors 1 through 5 are fucking flooded. Holy shit.
God lord, he's using giant rockets.
Don't withdraw. Fire. Fire.
Who gave him a mech?
I knew it was a bad idea to make the president a mecha.
To make him into one, he's not just operating it, he's in, he is the mech.
I believe there is a bonus scene that you get for some ridiculous like accomplishment in game where you get to see what he looks like in the Oval Office, and it's the desk and the chair and all that stuff, but then just in the corner is the mech, and he just spends all of his time in the mech.
Oh my god.
Like that's his desk.
I mean, who wouldn't though? If you had this, would you not spend as much time as you could in it?
If I had a mech this awesome, I'd wake up and thank God every day.
Great going.
If I had a mech this awesome, I'd stop crying every time I wake up in the morning from my lack of mech.
Oh no, from my lack of mech.
From my lack of mech. All right.
Oh,
Hey, I
you
rescued
missed
30 out
5.
of 35 people, so that probably just means I like missed somebody. Like one group. That's fine.
It's passing.
You
don't have to save
saving the
that.
musician track unlocked you the new track, Fuga.
Fuga these
He's my
nuts.
favorite.
Fuga the Chow.
Whoa.
All right. Yeah. By the
Fuga
way,
the
keep
Chow.
it. I'll say. Remember, by the way, that what that battleship was defending was the president, like Richard Hawke's ability
His virginity.
No, it was it was protecting his ability to send white people into slavery.
Oh, that's right.
Don't forget that that's what he was doing there. That's what that guy was defending.
What a shame.
All right, now we're going to
What a
Chicago.
shame.
We're gonna go kill Olivia.
Lawrence appreciated that joke.
The enemy
What
force
joke?
has concentrated strength in the center of Chicago.
We were joking it's a
Those
shame
are
that you
many
took down the white
target
slavery
areas
cartel.
to annihilate
What the
enemy
fuck?
by effectively using the train.
Any slavery is bad, all right?
Let the citizens
Oh,
wake
fucking
up
all
to
lives
the
matter,
threat
so
of
aren't
the
you?
sword.
Oh my god.
Adrian.
See, Lawrence appreciated the joke.
Anyway, all right. The call name is. Oh,
Oh, that's fine.
that's just a good name.
Yeah.
What is it? I'm sitting really far from my screen.
Why are you
Chicago
sitting so
Daybreak.
far from your
Daybreak.
screen?
That's fine.
I'm fucking tired of sitting. My back hurts. I'm lying down.
Are you just like staring at the ceiling?
No, I can like, I don't want to get up and take a photo, but like, I have my desk and then my bed's on the other side of the room, and I'm just lying on my bed looking at the screen from here,
Oh,
rather than
okay.
at my desk.
Who are you?
Your worst nightmare.
I knew it.
True.
All right. Oh my! What? The firepower on this shotgun. This is my starting shotgun is 200. The new ones I just built is 90.
Nice.
And they have less starting capacity.
There's a tighter
And the-
spread and a longer
and the spread
range.
is
You
just
just contain your
worse.
inventory
It
or
is-
obstacles
everything
in
is
a
worse.
focused area. You can pump the whole shebang into a single heavily armored land weapon to deal a crushing blow. Oh, so it's like a gimmick weapon. I'll try it.
Sure, but the stats are all
The stats
around
are horrible,
worse.
but the idea, I guess, is that it has a tighter spread, so instead of dealing 200 damage in a wide area, I can deal 90 like 100 times in a really tight area, and apparently I can, like, charge up my shots,
But
which will be
both
cool.
of their spreads in the stats were either the same or it's worse.
Really? Spread is A. Spread is D. No, the lower is better, because that means it's more narrow.
Really?
I guess.
If you say so.
If you say so.
We'll find out.
That's the first time I've ever seen the letter D be a
conniption
good
if I
thing.
just spent 20,000 fucking rare metal on 2 garbage ass shotguns. Alright, we're going to Chicago.
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 Enemy forces
Are you ready?
occupy
If I remember
Chicago.
correctly, there's a really good
That's how you know it's
there's a
Chicago.
really good cutscene here, if I remember correctly.
And liberate the town of Chicago.
How do you feel about the adjective being Chicagan?
Chicago.
Chicagan.
Oh my god.
Oh my
Sonic
god.
Adventure 2?
Rolling around
Wait, listen.
Well, if it isn't the heinous terrorist, public enemy number 1. Richard!
Public enemy number
You've
1.
done excellent work, Michael. How about a reward to show my appreciation?
Who's the
The
shock
bomb
jock?
about you.
I love
Poison
everything
gas will
about
annihilate the
this
city
game.
in 5 minutes.
What?
Little Wolf will be blamed for the slaughter of Chicago.
What?
Have a nice day.
In 5
or
minutes.
not, Michael.
Have a nice day.
Or not.
Not
Got
so
him.
fast, Jafar.
Richard Hawk is the... Oh my god, it shoots so fast.
Poison gas exceeds 181 parts
But look,
per
it's
million.
shooting... Oh, because it's for infantry. Ah.
The density
That's
Oh,
useless
so
to me.
it sucks against everything.
Shut up.
Yeah, he
I
is
don't give a
again.
shit about blowing up that guy every time. I just want to kill humans.
We ripped this other quote from Sid Wilson inside his mech today.
How are you inside here?
Hurry up, Mr. President.
This is
Madam,
my...
He's
this is
in
my
you know those
private-
big
this is
jet
my private
canisters in the
space.
back?
Actually, when you look at the size of the mech compared to regular human beings, it's not that big.
Yeah. You're tight.
Says you.
How do you know those are regular beings, not super soldiers?
Exactly.
How many Oh my god, look, it's clipping into the ground. Oh, God.
You have so much time.
I love this game so much. So, originally I wanted to play this on a Sunday stream. Oh, he's shooting at me in the cutscene. They're all shooting at me in the cutscene.
What an asshole.
I was to say, I can't even defend myself. What am I supposed to do? Boom!
Asshole would be like a good name for like someone that's an asshole at NASA if made like a cartoon about them.
An asshole.
Asshole. Or the same
What
stupid
the
shit as
hell?
like
Oh my god.
if they work for like NASCAR.
Ooh.
My dad almost
How are
worked
they?
for NASCAR.
How are they piloting that super soldier?
They're expensive.
That's just the man.
Yeah, that's just a dude. that's
That's Jerry.
I was gonna say that's Chuck. Because he throws me on my ass every 2 seconds.
According to our own DNN human
Ooh.
fatality density measuring device, the density of poison gas in the city has already exceeded
Okay.
50 parts per million.
Why does DNN
50
have
parts
that?
per million.
Mecha bolt.
So I need the neutralizer, which is up here somewhere.
Hey Grant, if you ever get a job for a voice acting gig and you read the lines and they're incredibly ridiculous, how excited will you be?
So excited. Well, depends what kind of ridiculous.
This kind of
Because I'm part of this one project right now, and I want to say everything's great about it. But there was
What?
one audition line I had to read that was absolutely ridiculous, and I did not like it.
Can you disclose
Because it
what
was
it
just
was?
cringy. I think so. It's fine. So I'm I'm voicing a character for a dating sim.
Oh,
Nice.
sick!
And-
Oh, I'm so
You can
jealous.
date
Are you
Grant.
kidding? Is it a legit
Yeah.
dating? Is it a legit dating sim or a joke
Yeah,
dating
this is-
sim?
Wait, how much voice acting is it? Is it fully voiced or is it only like grunts and like audio clips?
So far, as far as I know, is what's been described to me. It's gonna be like almost full voice acting.
Nice.
And it's only the director who's doing it. She's one person team making the game and everything, and that's very admirable.
Wow.
Correct.
sounds familiar.
But yeah, so I'm voicing a character, and for my audition, one of the things, because it's about in college.
This is the audition line. Like, it's not even in the game. She just wanted to test your resolve.
Yeah, exactly. No. So it was, the thing is, they're in college, right? And he's a CS student. So I was like, okay, not far off. And it's like, oh, and he's a gamer. And I'm like, I don't like how close this is getting. And so one of the things was like, oh shoot. It was,
And his name
it
is
was like
Brant.
No, one of the things was like, oh, when I look at you, I feel like I won a game of competitive, and I'm like, I hate that, but I'm still gonna do it.
I feel like I won a game of competitive.
Competitive what?
No, that was it.
The line, it should have been like, I don't know. It feels like I went up a rank or something.
It
you
feels
know?
like I got a victory or I
was
got a
very-
chicken winner chicken
Oh,
dinner.
dude, Victory
It
Royale
was
would have
very
been perfect,
good.
actually.
I do want to say, everything else about the project is fantastic. Everyone's super nice. But it was just that one line that threw me off for the audition. I was
That's
like,
really funny.
are you sure?
Is your character's name Brant and does he go to Slogswell?
That's a more accurate name, actually.
He goes to Slogsmell University.
Man, I'm kind of. I'm not gonna lie. I want to hear more about this dating sim and the project in general. But like, the project I'm working on has been kind of disappointing lately. Like, they don't even include me in the meetings anymore. And last time I heard, like, it's been weeks since anybody gave me any updates. I don't know. I don't really ask about it either because I feel like it'd be too awkward.
I just want to say, if anyone has ever parody Cogswell and anything, we have to name the parody school Slogsmell.
Is this a jab at Staba's project, Zach?
It's a double jab. It's a jab that is designed to go through Saba and then pierce me again. because I told Saba
Goes
explicitly.
180.
I told Saba explicitly that I'm like I'm in the contractor capacity for the project. and every time I bring up the project, it's like, well, you don't include me ever. And Saba's like, what do you want me to do? Anyway.
This is the
Also, I
part
don't
where I
know if
need
you-
both you, Lawrence, and Grant to hold him down.
Yeah, I'm
and
about to
have him
say,
find the blood
we're-
contract.
Yeah,
We
Blood
got
contract.
the torch. We got the torches.
That implies I have
Yeah.
blood.
Symbol of the city and its rivers.
Ever since
Well,
I
we
drained
took it all
of
last
out
time.
of Zach. when he
Shit,
was
Saba, we need plan B.
It's okay. We'll make him produce something.
The B
Ew.
stands for blood.
Ew, what the fuck, dude? We're on
What are
stream.
you talking about?
You can't say
Well, just
shit like
have
that
him
on
spit on
stream.
it. What are you talking about? It
Hi.
still counts. That has DNA.
Listen, we can't harvest the liquids, we'll harvest their solids. We got bones, right?
Anyway, Grant, please tell me more about this visual novel that you're writing. Or sorry, that you're voice acting.
Though, Grant.
What'd you say,
I'm
Salvi?
like, how much can you even talk about it though?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know if you heard me earlier, but yes, this is the same one that
Yeah.
we've talked about.
Yeah.
Are you in an NDA for it?
No, I'm not under
I'm pretty
NDA,
sure
but
they don't do
also,
anything,
yeah, but also just for, you know, creative privacy. I don't want to say too much, but no, it's
Lawrence
just
has his fucking
like
notepad out and is sweating right now.
I know. It's a college story of
Oh my god.
the what?
I died.
Did the game
Oh,
crash?
no.
I think the game also crashed.
Oop.
The most
The
powerful
poison gas
poison.
density has exceeded the game's capacity to render poison gas.
Alright, well, we open that. Oh god, we have like 20 minutes left of stream. God, this stream went by like nothing. That's incredible.
Really? It's been a slog for me.
Slog
It like
smell.
lasted 5 hours.
It's been 4 hours.
Exactly. One of those
Also,
hours
the
took too
name
long.
also the name of the exe for the game is Wilson.exe.
Nice.
It's pretty funny. Lawrence, I'll remind you that's the name of the president.
Wilson.
All right. We should be back.
Wait a minute. So
streaming.
I still don't have a straight answer from you, Zach. Do you want to be a part of the project or not?
Listen, it's complicated.
Welcome.
Much like Zach's status on Facebook.
It's complicated.
See, this is what I don't know what to do with that, Grant. What am I supposed to do?
Kill Kill
I'll tell you what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to Zach.
Zach. I forgot I told you guys about that. I probably shouldn't have.
I don't even remember what that's from. All I meant was that Zach translates to kill Zach.
In World War Z, they because the
World
the
War
idea
Zach.
was that it was supposed to be
What's that?
The Z stands for
Z stands for Zach. Anyway, it was just the idea of like people from local areas will come up with lingo for different things. So the idea was that one group of people decided to call the zombies Zax, and then another group of people decided to call the act of killing zombies Zacking them. And it just so happened that those two groups of people met, and they were like, Zach.
Zach.
There you go. So anyways, that's what you gotta do to stop. You gotta Zach.
Zach.
Okay.
I just
I'm
want
gonna
to
need
be
all of
included.
us to get on a plane.
You're all gonna come here to North
Cross
Carolina.
country.
I'd rather you guys trick me into going to California. North Carolina's
Zach,
not
come
great.
to California.
Okay.
Zach,
Okay.
Zach, come eat this pasta and ignore the box. Ignore the box,
There's a
from
box
with a
with a
stick over
stick.
it. Yeah, ignore that. That's not important. But come eat this pasta I prepared for you on the floor.
Actually, since
Floor
we were talking about food, I was telling Lawrence since you guys are actually close-ish, closer than
Oh
Zach.
yes, I remember this betrayal.
Yeah, that we could go out, we could get free barbecue or something.
Oh, yes.
Stuff is like.
Have all of
Yeah.
you guys been vaccinated?
Yes.
Almost.
Yeah.
I got.
I'll drive 2
I'll get
hours.
my second.
Plus,
Saba,
I
what
didn't.
was your answer, Saba?
Yes.
Okay,
What was your answer, Adrian?
I got my second vaccination a couple days ago.
Very nice. Because I know that there's a place that's like in the middle between us as well that I like going to, so I'm like, I'm down.
You don't know where I live.
Well, I
Where do you
know,
live,
you're right, but
Adrian?
it's
Say it
way-
out on stream right
But
now.
I know
Your
where
address.
Korean barbecue is. It's
I live at
definitely-
1234 Real Lane in South California.
Perfect.
South California is my favorite country.
It's so fun.
It's the opposite of North Carolina.
There you go, Zach. How about you just fly over to California when we hang out for Korean barbecue?
Jesus Christ. You see that?
And I'll also buy you pasta, just in case.
Yeah, well, Zach will have a to-go cart of pasta, and we'll just be at Korean barbecue and eat the pasta.
I like Korean barbecue though.
Human fatality density measuring device, the density of
Yeah, I figured that would
in the
be
city
nice. I haven't
has
seen
already exceeded
any
50
parts
parts per
people.
million.
Adrian saying his address reminded me of this meme.
Oh right, yeah. The one that definitely seems fake, but
Yeah.
is real.
Right, 12345 Surgery Center Medical Building.
Wait, that's amazing.
It's really unfortunate for the aforementioned reasons in the joke.
There's an eye doctor place in the town near me, and its address is 2020.
That's
That's
unfortunate.
either a good thing or a very bad thing.
It's really good. I like it.
Not even remotely close, but the street I used to live on was Armand Ave, and whenever I would go to, because I didn't have to go to too many new schools, but whenever I went to a new school, that would be like one of the first day of school questions they would ask is like, oh, where do you live? And in retrospect, it's a little weird, but at the time it seemed fine. And so I'd be like, oh yeah, I live at Armand. I'd be like, oh, Armand Ave. And they're like, Arm and Ave? Is that a crossroad? I'm like, no, Armand. Like Armand. And they're like, Arm and? And I'm like, I don't have an accent. Are you just
I am
stupid?
speaking
We're
English.
I was like, are you
speaking
just
the
dumb?
same dialect.
$1 short. Hurry up, Mr. President.
I don't
Hurry up,
listen,
President.
lady. I don't know how you want me to do this any faster.
Against live ammunition.
If you hurry up, then you'll do it faster.
I guess I could just blow these up as long as they're. I know Adrian keeps criticizing me for blowing up every single person, but if I don't blow them up, who will?
Time.
Vice President.
Time.
Yes. Also, Lawrence is also correct. The vice president will just do it, clearly.
Spider-Man. Wee, that's I'm fucking cool.
It's so funny.
70%.
The punchline hits you like a truck. Lawrence, have you seen this video?
Have you been inhaling poison gas?
Did you just finish watching it, Lawrence?
That drawbridge is a...
The punchline is so good.
You're getting smoked,
But
Gobby.
you're the one getting smoked, Gobby. Looks like run at the end of the
Are you shitting me?
Sabo, I will ask you the same question I asked Grant. If you had a voice acting job with those same bizarre lines, would you take it? And would you be excited?
I mean, duh, obviously. I'm a gamer, I can take it.
I'm a
Hell
gamer.
yeah. Those
Yeah,
things
I mean,
are
I don't know how well I would do as, a male figure that's,
You
You'd
can
be-
just
dude,
pretend you're
I believe in
Goku.
you.
No, dude, you'd be a girl gay.
Oh my god.
You'd be the only choice in the entire game.
oh my god.
You'd be a girl gamer.
Just like how Makoto's the only
Hot chick.
choice in Persona 5.
I'm gonna kill you, Adrian.
Me?
Yes.
Fair enough.
What's that?
I can't believe some of us want to be a
But no, but Lauren said I had to be in the exact same position as Grant, so I can't be a girl gamer in that case. That's not in the job description.
It's not in the job description. Can't be girl gamer.
no girl gamers like, no girl gamers allowed, I swear to God.
I swear to Master Chief, no girl gamers allowed.
No Bastard Chief.
I would fucking love to play a gross character like that in a
I
dating
thought you were gonna say I'd love to swear on Master Chief.
I'd also love to swear on Master Chief. I've never played a Halo game, but I would love to swear on Master Chief.
Grant recently played
Me
through
neither, up
6 of
till
them.
yeah.
Swear
I'd
on
swear on
Master
Master
Chief, you will betray me, Baka.
Oh my god.
How would you feel if that was your character, Grant?
No, it would hurt, but I'd probably find
Would that be
some
too
fun in it.
ridiculous?
It's like
It would probably hurt the first few times.
It's like when ProZD, the difference between the stuff he gets for voice acting versus the stuff he gets for real acting.
True. That was
I'm
a good
gonna pee
video.
my pants. Oh my god. This is intense, you guys.
Does
Grant
killing
doesn't
these guys
look
help?
like that.
Sorry?
Grant doesn't look like that.
I'm not saying he looks like that, I was just making a joke about ProZD.
Oh, fair enough.
Racist, actually racist.
Excuse you?
I don't know.
Zach is racist. He doesn't even support white slavery.
Oh my god. Oh my god, could you imagine like a redneck hick who's like, of course I support equality for all races. They should all be slaves. It's like, excuse you?
Wow. Yeah. Tell the person that
Tell
you're-
the Grant.
Tell the person that is hiring you that if you need a gross rival character, then I'm open to be a really stuffy nose guy who needs to blow his nose constantly.
Or the best friend. There always has to be one.
Yeah, I'm your dating options like best friend where the main character's like, why the fuck is he always hanging out with this loser? And then your character's like, hey, I just finished playing off the game with best friend here. I want you to meet him.
So this is the person you've been talking to? Kind of cringe, Jeff, not gonna lie. I don't see what you see there.
That's pretty good.
What's your gamer score?
What's your game score, huh? Do you
What
even
is
know?
the
Can you even
tester?
name 3 League of Legends characters? I don't think so. If you would, you know.
What are your opinions on Seraphine?
Who do you stan, huh?
Oh my god.
Who do you stand?
I hate that.
I bet you can't even remember the URLs for all of their OnlyFans. I know them by heart. I have them tattooed on the back of my wrist.
I have them tattooed on the back of my ass.
How do you read them?
It's a coded hint as to how flexible I am.
I have a series of labyrinthine mirrors set up in my bedroom.
No, he just likes to look
my bowels.
at himself in the mirror.
My bedroom is a fucking funhouse house of mirrors.
This one makes you look tall. This one makes you look short.
This one makes you look like a gamer.
This one makes you look like a gamer.
It puts you in the chair. It's just a monitor that's not turned on.
It's just a mirror with a sticker that says the N-word on it. It's shaped like a speech bubble.
Adrian.
This is the negative mirror.
This one makes you look like a gamer.
Gamer.
That'd be my character if I was in a dating sim. What would your character be, Lawrence?
Oh, I don't know. Super quiet dude.
What about your? What about?
That's the real one.
Actually, Grant, would your character be the same character as being cast as, or would you want to be something different?
That drawbridge.
I don't know.
Zach, what would
I
your character be
genuinely
in a
don't
dating
know.
My character would have a tremendous amount of ridiculously useful esoteric knowledge and is constantly talking about stuff that no one else gives a shit about. But, you know, maybe that's charming sometimes.
What about you, Saba? Who would you be in a dating sim scenario?
I don't know, maybe not the super, or the one with the book, but just sitting in the corner of the classroom.
So you and
reading,
Lawrence would
staring out the
be.
window.
So you and Lawrence would be very similar in that regard.
Maybe.
Yeah, with the male.
Which leaves the door open for me and Grant to date.
God, Has that been done in a dating sim where like if you
A
don't
gay
choose the
relationship?
options,
Yes.
well, no. If you don't choose the options, your options will choose each other, and they can just choose each other instead of you.
Military has been demolished once
I
again.
feel like
Monster
that's-
prom.
Like that. I don't know in a dating.
That's a good
sim,
point.
though.
Well,
plan to
they
gas
don't
the
really
town
choose each
ended in
other
failure.
instead of you if you fail. They just reject you.
They just
Could it
and then
be
they go
that
with
the hand
someone
of
else.
God reached down to save us? Uh-oh. I've just looked into the eyes of Meadowwolf. and
I'm
he
turning to
reported
stone.
his two enemies.
Oh, no.
Seeking refuge.
Alright, so I think, unless I am not a true gamer, I should be able to beat New York in less than 10 minutes.
Mightier than the sword.
Okay, guys.
This has been Peter
Put on a
McDonald
timer.
for
It's gonna be
We
an
need the
hour.
proof.
Time to test your gamer skills.
Oh god,
my,
if you
my score's so good.
Wait.
Wait, Saba, go.
Hello.
I left. That was incredibly weird. But is Zach's
What's
character
the pulse
also
of the
going
nation
to be
say
a
about all
tsundere?
How am I a tsundere? Is there a dere for characters who are just oblivious?
Just the thought of a revolt.
Probably.
Maybe.
Bakadere, I
Because
don't
that
know.
sounds like
But
a
I feel like
specific
tsundere fits you
stereotype.
pretty well.
Can I be a Dame Dane? Bakumi
Dame, dame.
I
Dude,
just
look
sing
how much of the
Bakumi
country we
Tai.
already have control over.
Okay, I'm literally looking up
What?
the dere. Give me a second.
I have spent extensive time studying the deres. Alright, this
Yeah,
mission's
there
call name
possibly be.
is...
Operation We Love NYC.
Alright.
I was gonna
So
say.
do you want bakadere? That's a thing. But
Is
I
it?
don't know
Does
what
that
means.
just mean dumbass? Because I wouldn't go
No.
as far to say that I'm a dumbass.
It means dumbass who loves you.
Alexander
Thanks.
Dumbass.
You're right. Instead, you should be
Alexander
kamedere. I think that'd be pretty.
Kame.
I was gonna say if the dating sim was one of those dating sims where like you have a mini game that's like a puzzle game, like a match 4 between like dates, that'd be what my character says when you initiate my route. It'd be like,
Time to test your gamer skills.
Oh god.
Oh my god.
If it was
Now
like
I'm
Honey
just
Pot, where you have
imagining
to,
a
like, do
dating
puzzles.
sim with like all of us in it, and I'm just like, no, please God, that'll be my nightmare.
Look at this gun. Isn't it neat?
how many wonders?
An assault
Look
rifle
at
used
this
by
gun.
cyborgs.
Yeah.
Yes, cyborgs.
Wouldn't you think I'm the president, the one who has everything?
All right. Now I have
How
less.
many
So now I
guns
have
can
less than
one
8
armory
minutes
hold?
to beat this.
8 apparently.
Are you ready? If
Come
I remember
on,
correctly,
gamer.
there's like a gimmick that you have to do.
Forces occupy New York City. The coup d'etat forces are experimenting with an unmanned super weapon
Oh.
to suppress the townspeople.
It's the Halo Scarab.
Destroy the target areas along
It's my
the
pet
Makes
coastline.
me,
tarantula.
makes me feel very
Talk about
uneasy.
massive arm. What
Even a
is
robot
that?
one?
Carnival
Well,
ride?
Listen,
just the way it moves, it gets me.
Hello, Michael. How's life treating you?
Michael?
What do you think of my cute little pet? Thanks to him, the people of New York City are right now festively running around and trying to escape. It's like a big old carnival. It's like Mardi Gras in New York or something.
Mardi Gras. It's like
Or
Morty.
something.
Take a bite from its super energy
It's like
wave
Morty.
phaser.
Morty.
It'll get
Morty.
you
We
high
gotta get the
enough
giant
to reach
spider, Morty.
heaven. Richard! Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.
Hello, Michael. I just love that.
it's so good.
Hello, Michael. His
Hello,
voice goes to like
Michael.
40
Hello,
different.
That is
Hello,
true.
Michael.
This
His voice
will
goes
be
to like
dangerous.
7 different
Run away
modulations.
for
Also, I
now,
want to
Mr.
point out exceptional mic blows.
Ow, ow,
Oh
ow.
my
Look at all the
God.
health I just lost from one shot, by the way.
Amidst we animal community.
What the fuck are you talking about?
It's on air. It's the thing I posted.
Jesus Christ. There were so many words that you said, and I was like, oh no, none of these are what I want to hear. Every single one of these words is fucking... Oh my god, it's right behind me. No, no.
It's right behind you.
When are we gonna play anime commodity fetishism?
Destroy the target areas first, so you can weaken its electromagnetic armor.
Okay, cool.
Weakened electromagnetic armor.
I'm just gonna die. Like, there's no way I can beat this right now. I don't remember what the gimmick is.
The gimmick is don't die.
That's every boss fight.
Yes.
I got an achievement called Blind Spot. I don't know why.
Destroy it. If the firing exit can be destroyed, you can stop
Oh my god.
Oh
Ah,
no,
I'm
they
dead.
have shields. Oh,
Yeah, I died by something.
I think the missiles.
There were so
If
many
you lose in
things.
New
that-
York, you lose for real.
Is that what it said?
No, I don't know. I just read if you lose in New York.
Ow, ow, ow. I don't know
Why are you running straight towards?
Because I thought maybe I could be cool and I could get underneath it so I'd have to turn around.
Cool. Run straight at
I'm
it.
sorry, is it customary to have street lamps in the middle of the road?
Yes. It's
Is it?
a quad lane
Or
road,
is
yeah.
it?
Oh.
I only see one lane, and that lane is for the president, Zach.
True.
Yeah.
Accurate.
Presidential lane.
Yeah.
You better run, Mr.
You better
President.
run.
I know, Jody. Thank you. It's like,
Jody, why aren't you running, Mr. President? Mr. President!
Ow, ow. I'm dead.
Mr. President, you're dead.
Oh no.
So this is the one you said you could do it in 10 minutes?
Oh,
Well, I said if I was a
Yeah.
true gamer, I could do it in 10 minutes. It's
Looks
only
like you're not
been
a true gamer.
been 3.
now Zach will be a true gamer.
And you've
if he can do it
restarted
in
twice.
4 minutes.
Right, but I still have time, all right?
Oh my god, you barely missed that.
Right, but I missed it. Or it missed me, rather.
Missed it.
It missed me.
Missed.
Boom.
Fine, missed.
I fired. I missed. And I fired. And then I missed. It fired, and then I was missed.
And then I was missed.
I spoke in
But we're
passive.
still batting 0.
Passive voice was spoken in by me.
It's spoken by myself. I have a question. What is a passive voice? Because aren't all voices active since you can hear them?
Is this an in-character
You know
question?
what?
It is in an accent, so that's a question for you to answer one day.
I don't know. Zach takes
One
some
day.
accents like fucking hats, so you never know one day or the other. He might sound like a Californian or a New Hampshirean or a British person. Characteristic of Zach is that he just spontaneously changes into accents.
Ooh, this is a bad area. Don't want to be here. Oh, I gotta save these people. I gotta save them. Oh!
Oh my god.
They're fine. Everything's okay.
No, it saved them.
Wait, really?
It helped. No, I don't know. I doubt that. I'm just saying it was trying to help them.
That'd be really funny. God, these machine guns are the only thing that are keeping me sane at the moment. Thank God I have unlocked machine guns that have 18 million more bullets than this.
Don't give it the right of way.
Jody, please.
Come on, Mr. President. Shoot them.
I
Faster.
would.
Shoot them, Mr. President.
Jody, please. I'm trying. I don't think it hit me.
I don't think so. No, you're good.
I heard it, but I don't think it hit me, so I think I'm good.
With Times Square being remodeled like this, they must be out of their minds. Let's destroy it and we
She was pausing for dramatic effect.
She was pausing
With
so the
Times
next
Square
voice line
being-
could load up.
She was
Yeah.
she was pausing for dramatic effect.
She's
She was
pausing for
pausing.
dramatic effect. Oh God, I didn't realize he was right here.
Boy.
Dude, these tanks
What do you
are
think of
cool.
these guys, Lawrence?
Still don't know. Okay.
This is one of the
Oh, I don't
fucking
even
things
have my
ever.
how do you like me now yet. That's how quick this has gone by. So
His
what?
laser banks are out of energy. He has to go for a recharge.
Okay.
Destroying
2
the
Cool.
minutes,
energy fill
Zach.
station
2
is
minutes
a-
left.
Shut up.
1 minute.
If y'all stop distracting me.
Distracting you.
Oh, he's throwing out fucking moving landmines.
Oh no, your worst enemy.
Vaguely. Ow, 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 ow,
Mr. President!
All right.
30 seconds left.
No,
Do it.
I'll be done. I'll be done for the day. Mr. President!
No!
Get down, Mr. President!
He's already dead on the ground.
Pooling in his own blood.
All right. Well, Saba, hopefully you enjoyed what you got to see.
You're too late, Spider-Man.
Most of the rest of it.
Weed has been legalized. Yeah.
But you're the one getting smoked, Dobby.
Dobby?
Adrian's going.
From Harry Potter?
Oh, Dobby, sorry.
Was it Dobby? Yeah.
Dobby from Harry Potter.
I heard Dobby as well. I was like, what you doing?
You're too late, Spider-Man. Dobby is a free house elf.
But you're the one getting smoked, Dobby.
Oh god. Poor Dobby.
Dobby is free to smoke weed.
Dobby is free to smoke weed.
But you're the one getting smoked, Dobby. Zach, you need to watch that video. It's so good.
Perhaps. So
It's only like
I'm-
10 seconds.
I'm looking. I just took a quick second to look at like the price of the Steam trading cards from Metal Wolf Chaos since I got 3 of them. Richard and then Richard's mech are worth next to nothing. It's like 5 and 9 cents. But then Metal Wolf, Michael Jackson, Michael Wilson, and Jody,
President Michael Jackson,
and Jody are all above like 10 cents. Like it's 14, 17, 17, and I'm like, wow, that's really good for a game that came out like 2 years ago.
For a game that's shit now.
What? This game's fucking cool as hell.
You're right.
All right. Well, that was fun. We'll be back for more of this tomorrow. I'm really looking forward to when I look at the analytics after this stream and I see that it can my metrics continue to tank. Like I look forward to seeing that I lost 3 followers.
Oh,
Crit, you should freaking subscribe.
Who? Subscribe?
You? I will find you and I will hold you down. You must subscribe.
I am subscribed to his YouTube channel. You're welcome.
Anywho. All right. I think we're good. Good night, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow. Actually, Lawrence, I'm going to end stream. Would you mind hanging out for a minute, Lawrence?
Very well.
Okay, thank you. Good night, everybody.